What's going on?
Hello.
Yeah, what's going on? You breaking up? Not really.
Hey,
You breaking up?
can you hear me?
You breaking up? You got to come back when you get your shit together. You breaking up real bad. Shanae, thank you for the $10 donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, you breaking up too bad. I can't have you up here and you just breaking up. Just try to come back when you get to a better location. This user page, you don't got no followers and all that. You getting blocked. You can't. I don't know why you thought you was finna come up here, man. You got to get out my live.
Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry,
I'm assuming
it's
you in
4 in the
another country,
morning.
so it's morning where you at.
Sorry?
I'm assuming you in another country, so it's morning where you at.
Yeah, I'm in Bali. Do you know Indonesia?
Okay. What's going on?
We have been talked before. I'm sorry because that's when I wake up very early morning, so I canceled the talk with you previously.
I
So
can't
now I
hear.
come
We
back.
can't hear you. You got to speak up. We can't hear you. You got to speak up. We can't hear you. You sound like you whispering.
Sure, I'm sorry. So previously we talked in live stream, but when I talked to you before,
I don't remember
so
because I talked to a lot of
it
people.
was in the morning. Yeah, it was in the morning.
Okay.
And then that's why I just
What's your
continued to talk. So now I can
question?
continue to talk.
What's your question? What's your question?
So I have a question like, how do you deal with people who have an open relation, but you are not ready for that?
If you're not ready for an open relationship, then don't do it.
But in my boyfriend is very so kind to me, and I wanted just to be loyal with him. We have been like 5 years having a relation, but suddenly he want to have open relation.
Okay.
But I don't want to break up.
Okay. So, are you willing to be open on his side and closed on your end?
So for me, I'm still, I don't know, it's like, I cannot decide it. It's like 50%.
It's not for me to decide. It's for you to decide. It's not for me to decide. It's for you to decide. So I can't answer that question for you.
Okay.
But I will say,
Is it bad to have?
hold
Is
on,
it bad
just
to have
hold
the
on,
open
because you got
relation
okay.
for yourself?
I gotta mute you because you're not letting me get nothing on. It's not for me to decide. It's for you to decide. But I will say, you know, I will say if you're dealing with somebody that's willing to be honest with you up front about it, and it's not something that's gonna stop y'all's relationship. As far as like anything that's gonna take away from what you need from him or he need from you. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't want to do it. How old are you? Let me unmute you. How old are you? You gotta hit your mute button.
I'm 23.
You 23. You got any children?
Sorry, what is the question? Sorry,
Do you
I'm
have
on a
do you
tip.
have do you have children?
Yeah, I have a daughter.
A daughter?
I'm married. Yeah.
So you and him are married?
Yeah, I'm married.
Okay, so he want an open relationship. That's not for me to answer.
Not me, but my husband, my hubby. Not me, my hubby. My hubby want to have an open marriage.
Right.
It's like open relation.
So he cool with you stepping out too? Yes, no?
Sorry?
Is he okay with you stepping out too?
For me, it's very difficult, but if I don't want to follow, if I not follow him, so it means that I should have
Okay,
divorce.
all right. I can't do it. I think the language barriers is too much for me. I don't know what you're saying. You whispering. You got noise in the background. I can't do it. I'm sorry. I ain't even trying to be rude or nothing. I just don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I gotta keep. I can't hear you. It's all type of. Yeah. What's going on?
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. You're not breaking up no more. What's going on?
Okay, cool. I'm not okay. So I'm gonna start off by saying I'm not gonna act like I'm not scared to come up here and talk to you because I am. But I do respect the advice you give to females. But my question is it possible to is it possible to truly forgive someone after they cheated on you as a woman for a dude? Because I know men and women don't look at sex the same. So is it possible to rebuild after that?
If a man cheats on a woman or the other way around?
If a man cheats on a female and they've been together for a long time, have a kid.
Women been doing it since the beginning of time.
I think I'm not taking nothing away from what women do. I definitely think the women nowadays are definitely confused and lost.
You asking me possibility. So if it's one woman that can come back from getting cheated on, then that means it's possible.
So when dudes say stuff like, it didn't mean anything, even if it happened more than once, is that believable, or is it?
For the most part, that's the
truth.
For the most part, that's the truth. Most men, if they do step out, that ain't to say that it's okay. That ain't to say that it's good. But at the end of the day, when men step out on a woman and try to sleep with other women, he don't care about that woman. He don't give a fuck about her. The one that he dealing with on the side, that man don't get too fucked about that girl. For the most part. I ain't saying this all the time, but half the time men go cheat with a woman that he don't care about. It's just easy access. Again, I ain't saying it's right. I'm just answering your question.
I respect it. So I guess you just, kind of left me in the same place I was already in, but I appreciate you being honest.
Yeah. No, you're welcome. I appreciate you coming.
Later. Thank you.
You're welcome. I really don't be letting like you come up because you you got a cartoon profile picture, whatever this is, but I'm about to bring you up. What's going on?
Hey, blessings. How you doing, my brother?
I'm good. What's on your mind?
I have a question. I've been encountering something a little bit controversial. I've been encountering like FBA. I don't know.
Question on dating and relationships.
Oh, okay. That's what we talking about. All right, cool.
Yeah. Hey, man, look, you grown ass man. You see that what it said at the bottom. I should like, come on. You're grown as hell. So I'll be letting these fake pages up, man. If you want to ask a question about Black Americans, you can come to my YouTube channel. I don't talk about that on my TikTok unless it's something that got to do with relationships and how I can correlate. If that ain't the case, then no. Just got to get it together, boy. What's going on?
What's up, big dog?
How you feeling, LG? What's on your mind?
I'm doing better than I deserve. Who do you think? Well, I know it's both ways, but
can you turn your TV down a little bit? Can you turn your TV down a little bit?
My bad. I thought I muted it. Who you think is the cause for the dating pool being the way that it is?
I don't think it. Who, as in a person?
As a person or a group or whatever. Yeah. Men or women or whatever. I don't know.
I don't think it's nobody. I don't think it's no gender. I think it's a mix of a bunch of stuff. It ain't no one answer to that question. It's society. It's the government. It's partly due to people just being mind controlled. Social media. I don't think anybody that is a intelligent person, they're not gonna just say it's women. They're not gonna just say it's men because they just
Right.
that's a stupid ass answer. It's a mix of a bunch of stuff that comes together and that forms people to change people's opinions and make people operate in a way. So it ain't not one gender. There's all types of shit coming together as one.
Yeah, because I see that like back in the days when most black homes was 2-parent households,
Yeah.
it was much better. But people don't seem to realize that some people that stop well, the governments have a plan to end 2-parent households.
100%.
That's where it started back in the days.
Yeah,
But a lot of people don't believe me when I say that.
It's
that the
100%
government-
true. You add another millions and millions of people into the workforce, that's more money that these businesses can make. You know, it's capitalism at the end of the day. When you take the woman out the household, make people rely on the government, these big corporations, they're gonna make more money. Even though it's more women to employ, that's still more money they making on the back end. And that was their whole goal. It's easy to control people when there ain't no structure in the house. So they got
Right,
what they
because
wanted.
women tend to spend more money than men do.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I just be trying to clean up. I shared a couple, well, one person to your live too, so I could see if he wanted to come up, because he speak a lot of stuff about baby daddies and men messing up the dating pool and relationships, and they don't love and they don't take care of their kids and all this other stuff. But it's I don't think it's just one way.
No,
I
it's
think
not. It's not.
it's a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I appreciate your live. I see you up here talking, and I see you a young guy with a lot of wisdom behind your belt. So I just want to say big up. That's all. I don't want to stay on too long.
Much love, OG. I appreciate you coming up. Much respect to you.
Much love.
For sure. Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you coming up, bro. Ned, I think I said thank you for the $10 dono. Ned, I appreciate it. First dono of the day. Y'all in the live, y'all know me, man. Y'all want to support the live, y'all want me to stay on, just support the content at the top. If you on TikTok, up there where it say support, that's my cash app. The goal right here is for the TikTok people. YouTube, y'all already know the deal. Y'all can show love how y'all show love, but for the TikTok people, that's my CA, and then I got PayPal, Venmo, all that other stuff, and the link in my bio. But if y'all want to support the live. As long as y'all support, I'll stay on. If not, then I go ahead and call it. But I do appreciate y'all regardless. Somebody on YouTube, I'm live on YouTube too. Somebody said different background, you moved. Hell no, I just moved my couch. I'm about to move though. I'm about to move from the house that I'm at. DM's world, what's going on? Charlie, what's going on? Andrea, what's going on? Window, what's going on? Miss Nick, what's going on? Shout out to everybody on YouTube. DJ Cool said, first live. Welcome to the live, buddy. What's going on?
Hello. Hi. How you doing?
I'm doing good. What's going on?
All right. So I have a really important question today. It has been on my mind for the past couple months, and I see that the topic was relationships. So perfect. I've been with this guy for the past since 2022. But I have to say that in 2023, we were both invited to a wedding. And since it was my best friend's wedding, he came with me. He was supposed to come with me. He didn't. He actually broke up with me a few hours before that. And we were broken up. When I went into the wedding, one of the guests was like somebody that I felt attraction like no other before. I cannot explain it. And the thing is that my best friend, she said something about that. He was like, because I told her really quick what has happened.
What's your question?
Okay, my question is, I have tried, we ended up going on a date and everything, and now the guy that I was with before want to get back with me. We actually got back together, but I ended up seeing that guy again.
What's your question?
Basically, he proposed to me, and I saw that guy that I saw at the wedding again, and it had me questioning everything.
Which dude proposed to you? The old dude or the new dude you saw at the wedding?
The old dude.
All right. So what's your question?
I feel confused.
You gotta ask. You gotta explain what your question is. That's a statement. You gotta ask a question. What's your question?
Should I keep a good thing going because of our history and, discard the attraction that there is and the chemistry that there is with the other guy?
I think you should leave dude alone. He need to learn the lesson. I would have left you alone too. He a goofy for trying to even go back at you. If you that to me, if you was in a relationship, he broke up with you right before the thing, and you went to some wedding, and you said you felt attraction like no other. You keep saying attraction. You ain't said nothing else. So to me, it sounds like you a woman that's easy. You one of those women that believe in love at first sight. You one of them type women. I'm asking a question.
No, I never believed that love at first sight.
Hold on. You ain't got to over explain. I just need you to answer the question. Yeah. So you said you felt attraction like no other. So
yes,
you just talking about from a lustful place, right? Because you can't say it was his personality. You didn't know him. You only synced him. You only looked at him. So you can't say he was a cool person to look at. His personality to tell. You can't say that. You can only say it was his looks. So it was attraction like no other. Well, explain that. I'm saying break that down.
It was okay. Yeah. Wow. That makes sense. Actually, yes. So I never believed that love at first sight, but what I felt was truly physical attraction, like you have described. I would say, but when we started talking. It was.
You're not answering the question. I asked you. Okay, I'm gonna just say it like this.
Yeah.
I gotta go to the next person if you can't answer simple questions that I'm asking you, because I feel like I'm talking to a 5-year-old. Because I'm asking you the same thing over and over again, and you just babbling the same.
I'm sorry, sir.
So I asked you to explain. I asked you to explain the visual concept that was going on, and what did that made you feel? You said I felt the attraction like no other. I'm asking you to explain what that means.
It was a pull towards him. I felt pulled towards him.
Why?
I wouldn't.
Was you ovulating or something?
Okay, because truly it felt like, okay, so basically we were, smiling a lot, talking a lot, and I don't know, it was just amazing. I never.
What's going on?
What's good, bro?
What's on your mind?
So I'm 19. I'm a 19-year-old. Currently I'm working at like Walmart, but like, do you think like right now at this moment, you think I should be worried about a relationship at my age right now?
No, you ain't got shit to offer to a woman. Your value is at the bottom of the barrel. Any woman that you can get right now, is gonna be able to attract a man that's better than you in every single way. You ain't gonna do nothing to fuck yourself up by dealing with any woman right now. You at the bottom of the barrel.
But like, I'm like right now I'm starting like this like reselling business on the way. But like I want a like relationship on the side, because like I like talking to females. And
okay, do what you want to do. So you asking me what should you do? I told you what you should do, and you saying I want to do something else. Okay, do that. I'm just giving you a suggestion. You asking me for a suggestion, so I told you not to. You saying I want to do it anyway. Do what you do. You a man. Figure it out.
Shit, I appreciate it, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know the reason to coming up on somebody's platform and say, hey, should I choose yay or should I do yay or nay? And I say nay, and you say, but I want to do yay. All right, well then do what you want to do. I told you what to do. But yeah, I mean, you a young bro, you don't get it. You ain't gonna get it till you get older. I thought the same way was not when I was 19. But the difference between me was I left the house at 18 and I ain't never went back. So I had no choice but to survive. I didn't have, mommy and daddy and auntie and cousin to give me a security blanket. You know what I'm saying? I left the house at 18 and I ain't never went back. And I had to figure shit out on my own. So, I was and I did that to myself. I was forced to survive. But yeah, bro, you ain't gonna get it now because you're 19. You want a little situation on the side. Yeah. But I think it's necessary though for you to do that, because you're gonna get your heart broken and you're gonna come back to this conversation and be like, damn, that nigga's right. You're gonna get your heart broken, bro. And every man know what I'm talking about. When you in that age group of 18 to 25, you go through that little phase where you think where you need to be, you think you know it all, and you think you got the juice. You're gonna get your heart broken, bro. She gonna break your heart. She gonna deal with a dude that's better than you in every single way. And then eventually you're gonna be like, damn, he was right. So you gotta go through that. So yeah, maybe you do need to do that. Go ahead, get your heart broken. Again, you ain't gonna get it now, but you'll get it, in a few years. Hopefully it happens in your early 20s, not in your late 20s or early 30s. Because at that point, it'd be too late for y'all to come back from that. What's going on, Jasmine?
Much. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Okay. First off, I would say I watch your videos. I like your take. I noticed that you are very well educated. And my question is, when dating someone that no one thinks you should be with, how do you keep composure even if that person tells you, don't worry about it?
Well, why so many people got a say so in your relationship? Because if a bunch of people saying you shouldn't be with them, why do they got so many outside? Why you have so many outside opinions that's speaking about what you got going on internally with you and your man? And I'm assuming these outside opinions is women, friends, cousins, sisters, like that. A bunch of single women. Who
No, they're ex-friends. I don't really hang with anybody anymore. 2 years ago,
ex-friends, like your ex's friends, or they saying like
no, they're just old friends. They're old people that I cut off communication with.
So women, right?
Yes, you were right. You were right. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay, so then why do they got so if they ex-friends, then why do they have so many? Why do they got such a say so in your relationship?
It's not that they have say so; they have a lot to say about it.
What?
And when they confront them,
no. Hold on,
I never said anything.
Jasmine, hold on 1 second. I need you to listen to the question. Why do they have so much to say about your relationship? Because if you are talking to these people, the only way that they will have so much to say about your relationship is if you going around talking about your relationship. And if they don't respect your relationship, that's because you don't do it, because you don't have a boundary or you don't have a wall that says that this is something that you should not cross. See, me, if I'm dealing with somebody, a bunch of men that I may be friends with is not going to have a say so about my relationship. Number one, because I'm not going to go to them and talk about my woman unless it's something that's positive. Number two, even if they was to talk about I'm going to check them on that, because don't speak about my relationship in no type of way because you don't know what's going on. So if that's happening, that's just something in the boundary that you not setting. And that's something that you have created where all of these people believe it's okay to speak about Jazz and her men. So that's something that you didn't create it. So that's really what we got to ask is why is that the case? And what have you been doing to cause that?
Well, let me think. And I want you to think before I reply.
I respect
I know partially, like the people that I have spoken about it with would have an opinion and they would get mad that I would ask, basically it's my confidence. I guess it's the boundaries that I didn't set with those people off rip. Because you do teach people how to treat you.
Okay, so what I'm saying is a whole bunch of people should have a say so in your relationship. So clearly, you're not doing your job. And let me say this too. This is why I say so often that women should not go to other women for dating advice, relationship advice at all. Because let me explain this to you. This happens 9.9 times out of 10 when women talk about her relationship to her friends or whoever. Number one, most people like to make themselves sound like the victim. So when you go talk to your female friends about your relationship, you're not going to fully explain the full story. You're going to explain about 60 to 70% of the story. And then you're only going to explain about 10 or 20% of what you actually did. So it's going to make yourself, from explaining it, sound like you didn't do nothing wrong or it wasn't that bad. And then most people, they over exaggerate what another person did to them so that they can be the victim. Because most people, when they go to people, they want to feel good about this situation. They don't want to be accountable. They want somebody to be an empath to them. Number two, women are natural empaths. They naturally are. That's just who they are. So they put themselves in a position of the person they're talking to, and they're more emotional. So it's in their nature to want to be care for somebody and want to coddle somebody and want to make somebody feel good no matter what. Number three, women don't have no honor. And what I mean by that is y'all, not all of y'all, but a lot of y'all have this thing called girl code. Girl code and being a girl's girl is not about being right. It's not about being wrong. It's not about being indifferent. It's about we both women. So we got to stick together no matter what. And I got to make sure that you are in the right. And I got to make sure that I make you feel good no matter what. So no matter what you did, right, wrong, or indifferent, I'm going to stick beside your side. Number four, women don't like to go against it to add on top of that. So they're not going to challenge you because they don't want to break the girl code. They don't want to be seen like a hater. They don't want to be seen like, they whatever it may be. Y'all have this whole entire thing where that y'all do that. So not only is you getting delusional, information from the internet, from these content creators who try to just pander to y'all, but your friend groups is going to do that shit too. So it's real, like it really fuck up y'all relationships when y'all go to these female friends. And it's I don't think that you should be doing that whatsoever, unless you're gonna be fully honest about your side. But I still don't think you should do it because they shouldn't have no issue. And then another thing that y'all do, this is number 5 or number 6, I think. Y'all never speak about the positive things that happen in your relationship. That's one thing that a lot of women don't do. They never be like, girl, let me tell you what my man did for me. And it's something that's good. he got me flowers, or he did this, or if he do something like that, y'all just post it online, but you never talk about the intricate things that this man do. So because you don't prioritize or look at it as that important, you feel like he should just do it just because, then it never gets seen as something that's serious or seen as something that you should actually look back and cherish. It's only the negative that you look at. So because you expecting the negative, because a lot of people be traumatized. So all that in conjunction, on top of the fact that you don't even want to be held accountable yourself, the worst thing you can do is go to other women about relationship advice. So I wouldn't advise you to continue to do that.
Yeah, you got a real big point. So basically what you're saying is, it's just between you and your partner, and outside noise does not matter.
No, it don't. Now, if it's something like you getting physically abused, or like if it's something like that where like you unsafe in a sense, that's different. But if it's like, yeah, me and him got into it and we got into an argument, and the first thing I'm gonna go do is go throw it in a group chat or go call my friend about it. That's stupid. Like, that's not what you do.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. So that's it. So I don't think you should do that. And if your friends or whoever around you, ex-friends, whatever you want to call it, if they speaking about your relationship in the way that they're doing it, that's because you set the tone for them to do that. You don't respect your relationship enough. So you got to check yourself. They only doing what you allow them to do.
That is true.
That's it.
Thank you.
Appreciate you coming up. And it ain't to say that men don't do that, but we don't do it nearly as much as women do. And you know, and don't highlight the negative, man. It's like everything, all the negative always get highlighted, no matter what. It's crazy. What's going on, Sherry?
Hey, love. I stumbled on your page, and I've been hooked ever since. You speak with a lot of wisdom, and I appreciate that. So my question is, me and my ex-husband, we were married about 23 years, and we divorced in 2019. So I know that I jumped into dating too soon, and I was noticing what I was attracting. I'm like, oh, Lord, let me work on me for a couple of years and then try it again. So from 2020 to 2026, I've been single, and I'm thinking about going into the dating pool. So the question is, what advice can you give someone that's over 50 that's entering into the dating pool in this day and age?
Well, let me ask you this. What do you think the first thing that a man is going to ask you when he get to know you, outside of like your name and normal stuff like that, about your, you know, basically your value in a dating market? What you think the first thing he going to ask you?
I don't know. I can't even play it. I don't know.
I respect it. The first thing he going to ask you is, why did you divorce your husband?
Oh, okay. Oh, you want me to? Well, yeah. He went through some kind of midlife crisis. He didn't want to be married anymore. So we divorced, but we still, it's weird. We are still good friends. I filed for divorce.
Okay. So he went through a midlife crisis and he didn't want to be married. So you filed for divorce. Why didn't he file for divorce? Because I'm sure the situation is not that simple. I'm sure it's a lot more deep and intricate. And when you explain what you just explained to a man, I'm explaining this and telling you this because I'm telling you what the men ain't gonna tell you. And you can ask any older man that's in here. And I want all the older guys that's like above 40 in here right now. I want you to comment. Y'all on YouTube, they can't see your comments, but all the older guys on TikTok that's above 40, comment, and I promise you they'll verify everything that I'm saying. When you come at them, when you come at them and you say,
hey, don't be mean, don't come.
You talking to your background? You talking to your background?
No, the reading the comments, somebody say go get a dog. I have a dog.
Okay, listen. Okay. All right, I'm gonna mute you. This is another thing that a lot of y'all do when y'all struggle when y'all come up here. Y'all so focused on how people think about you that you're not paying attention to what I'm even saying. So that's how I know you're not even listening. So that shows that you don't have a good ability to listen. Because you focused on the comments. It's 566 people in here, and you decided to come on a public platform, but you asking me, and I'm responding to you. And in the midst of me speaking and responding to you and kind of giving you the game, you just negating all that shit, and you responding to comments about a fucking dog. Like, that's real rude and disrespectful. So when you, like, if that's how you doing it for me, and I'm the one that you asking for advice, I can only imagine what you're doing in the dating market. Like, you can't do that. And as a woman of your age, like you should know like how to speak and have a respectful conversation with somebody. Because I'm not paying no attention to the comments. I only mentioned for the older guys to kind of to back what I said, because I'm sure most of them would agree with it. So you can't do that. So that's the only time I'm gonna tell you. If you do that again, I gotta just go to the next person, because we can't be doing that up on the live. So I'm gonna unmute you because I ain't trying to mute you. But come on now, I'm in the middle of talking. You just cut me off and started talking to the comments. I hit the unmute button, but
I'm sorry about that. I'm just a little nervous. I do apologize.
it's fine. So to the question of the divorce, when you explain to a man, yeah, he had a midlife crisis and I divorced him, that's not enough information. They're gonna want a lot more deeper than that, and they're gonna see
He cheated. He cheated.
Okay, what does that have to do with midlife crisis?
Because he was. I'm trying not to paint this bad picture of him. It was an age thing. He was getting older, and that's what I can say.
That don't make no sense here.
He cheated on me because he was going through a midlife crisis. He wanted to have his last hoorah, whatever. And some other things were going on.
What are the other things that's going on? You leaving out information. If you're doing that, I can't help you. That don't make a lot of sense.
Not paying attention to me, not paying attention to the marriage, not wanting to do anything.
Are you adding on the midlife crisis, or is that something he told you? Because I noticed a lot.
That's something that he told me.
He told you that I'm having a midlife crisis. That's what he told you.
He said he was insecure, so I tried different ways to make him feel secure about getting older.
No. I said that he told you that it was a midlife crisis. That's what he told you. I am having a midlife crisis.
He said that he was going through something.
Okay, so
he didn't know what it was.
So you adding that in there. So you trying to find understanding about a situation. He never told you that he was having a midlife crisis. So that's just something that you adding on. Okay. Go ahead, I'm listening. I just wanted to make sure that we got that he never told you that. You just putting stuff on there, putting jacket on it. Go ahead.
Well, basically, he was concerned about getting older. I would try to do things. He really didn't want to. He was like a homebody, and he didn't really want to do things. He didn't want to go to counseling. Everything I suggested that we do as a couple, he did not want to do. And some of the things that he was doing was reminiscent of someone that was probably scared about getting older, if that makes sense.
All right. So, my bad. I was receiving a phone call. All right. So, he cheated on you. You divorced him. How long were y'all married? Because we ain't going to get that too much information.
24 years.
24 years. What did you do in the relationship?
As far as what?
That maybe added to the divorce, or things that you didn't do that were correct?
I wasn't patient. I could have been more patient. I could have listened to him, or just be more patient.
24 years, just patience. That's it.
I should have been more patient with what he was experiencing. If that makes sense. Basically, he didn't want to go to counseling. He didn't want to go out. I was trying to go through when we first met, trying to recreate. So dating and buying lingerie, just doing things to spice it up. And he didn't exhibit any interest. So I got frustrated. Okay. And then he did tell me.
So this is my issue with what you're saying right now. When you named all of the stuff that he did, and I actually cut you off, you was finna keep going. You was quick and real insightful when it came to making all the, explaining all the stuff that he did wrong. But when I ask you on the flip side, what do you do wrong? You still going back and you twisting it and you turning it back into what he did wrong. When I didn't ask you about what he did wrong, I asked you about what you did wrong. And that's what most women do in these situations, because y'all don't like accountability. And the only reason why I'm explaining this to you and talking about this to you is because the older men that you talking to, that's exactly what they're going to be looking for. Because some of those men may have been divorced. Some of those men may have divorced their wives. They're going to be 45, 50, 60 plus looking to maybe remarry. So what they're going to be looking for is a woman who is willing to take accountability. Nobody perfect. People do things and make mistakes and whatever it may be. But when you come out of a 24-year relationship, marriage, by the way, And then you get back into the dating market and you coming across these older men who got bills and kids, possibly grandkids. They ready to settle down and just go throughout their life with a woman with at least got some type of mental capacity. And they can understand if you got cheated on. But when they explain to you, okay, you divorced because you got cheated on, you didn't really go into detail on what the whole midlife crisis stuff was, but I let it go. I was just curious on see if you were going to be like, yeah, so, I did this wrong. I could have did this better. I didn't do this. Only thing you said was I was impatient, and then you started to twist it and go back into what your husband did wrong instead of just answering my question about what Sherry did wrong. So that's an accountability issue that you don't like, that you don't want to explain what you did wrong. And you're not going to tell me for 24 years, the only thing you ever did was just, I had a little bit of lack of patience because he was going through something bad. That's some bullshit. And they're going to see right through it, and they're going to either deal with you for fun or they're going to just go ahead about their business.
Well, I can also say I wasn't attracted to him anymore.
Okay, so that's another whole thing too, because the fact that that would go into in the thing of not wanting to deal with your husband, the man that you chose. Because if that's the man that you chose, at 50, what are you expecting at 50? That's not to say you can't keep yourself together, but at 50, you're older in age at that point. So that's another thing that men gonna be looking at. That tells me that you a woman that is like, I'm not attracted to my husband, so that can lead into my divorce. That's wild to me. And again, you don't have to take my word for it. I'm telling you, the older men that you're gonna come across, this is exactly the questions they're gonna ask you. They're just not gonna be upfront and honest with me about it. They may be a little bit more passive because they don't want to, they don't want to turn you off. But I'm gonna tell you because I don't got nothing to gain from this. I'm just telling you the real.
I didn't know you were going to ask me all those questions, and I was kind of nervous. There were some other things that I don't really want to say on a live platform.
Well, if you can't be fully honest with me, Sherry, then I can't help you because that's the only way that these conversations have. You have to be transparent. I can't give you bullshit response. I'm not going to do that. So if you can't,
He liked to look at porn.
You said who?
He liked he was into pornography, and I wasn't.
Okay.
And I didn't like that at all.
Okay. What does that have to do with me asking you what you did wrong in the relationship? You keep going into all the stuff that he did wrong. I asked you a question about what you did wrong.
I refrained from smicks. I was not smixing him enough. Although towards the end I tried with the laundry and all of that, but that was something else that I did wrong. I don't have a problem with taking accountability.
No,
I'm just thinking about it.
I definitely think you do.
No, I'm just thinking about what did I do? I know patience was one thing. I know the smicks thing was another thing.
Was that a midlife crisis too?
Yeah, and that one thing that he was not happy about, he said I spent too much money.
Too much of whose money?
Period. Because we had one account.
So too much of both of y'all money.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the
breadwinner? Both of us, 50-50. We split the bills down.
No. You don't understand the question. Who was the breadwinner?
I made more money than him.
Okay. That's why I advise y'all not to deal with women who out earn you. Go ahead.
I kept pushing him to be somebody he wasn't. Like he would talk about going to school. He would talk about going back, and he would say that he wanted to switch careers and go back to school, and I kept pushing it. And I think that turned him off as well. Not putting him down, but I thought I was trying to build him, not really build him, but be motivated or motivate him.
Okay. So you were bad financially. You didn't want to give up sex. You were impatient. You were trying to control this man. What else?
That pretty much does it.
Nothing else?
No.
Were you ever disrespectful, rude, bad attitude? Were you ever lying? Did you ever cheat? Did you ever go behind his back and do something that was like? Did you ever do anything like that?
No.
Okay. So, of those things that you mentioned, because again, we can sit up here and talk about how bad he was and how terrible he was, but he's not here right now. We're speaking about you and moving forward. What have you done? And how long have you been divorced? Single, I guess. Back since
6 years. Since 2019.
What have you done in the last 6 years to fix these issues that you had?
Well, I took a couple of financial management classes to manage money and see where my spending went and cut I was insecure, so I worked on myself in that avenue by going to counseling and just really praying about different things. Worked on me in terms of keeping my emotions intact, understanding my value. So I worked on things like that.
What does understanding your value mean? I'm curious on what you mean by that.
Because I didn't, growing up or whatever, I didn't think that was pretty enough. I didn't know my value in terms of what I could bring to the table. I've always been real humble.
That's probably the reason why you got married. Yeah.
Exactly. And I said, wow, okay, let's get married. We were 22 and 23. We were really young. And as the years went on, I started working on me. And even after the divorce, looking at where I went wrong, understanding that my identity is through Christ, just really taking off the Band-Aid and really looking at myself as a person, keeping my emotions intact.
I was saying that the humility is probably why you got married. So when you say understanding my value, you talking about your dating market value, right?
You know, myself as a general person, as a person.
Okay, when you said bring to the table, usually when somebody says what I bring to the table, they talking about relationships.
Because no matter what I did, that didn't seem to move him.
You know, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. And for the last 6 years, I asked you, what have you done to basically be a better woman, so those bad behaviors that you displayed don't repeat. And one of those things that you mentioned was about understanding and understanding your value. So what I'm asking you is, okay, so how would that correlate to now? We're not talking about him no more. We're talking about
being happy with myself, being happy with myself.
And we're talking about the dating market value, right?
Yes.
Okay, when I asked you that, you said no. When you say come bring it to the table and I wasn't attractive and all this other stuff, like first of all, when I say value, I'm not talking about your life and God and all humans. Like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about in a relationship with, like, up front, what the opposite gender is going to value in you. That's what I'm mentioning. I'm talking about the dating market, relationship type of value.
Okay, so I'll give you an example. So basically, I was the man in the relationship. I would cut the grass, do my car, and I didn't realize that those were things that he was supposed to do that I was doing. The emotional in the marriage wasn't there. The emotional attachment, like holding hands and kissing each other and doing things like that.
Together for 24 years, ma'am. That was together for 24 years. So my issue is, you knew this from the jump, right? He
wasn't like that at the beginning.
So what was he? Okay,
at the beginning, for the first couple of years, it wasn't an emotional.
Even if he wasn't, you dealt with the same thing for years, right?
Yeah, it's my fault.
No, I didn't say it's just your fault. What I'm saying is, it's both of y'all's fault. I'm not saying who's at fault. I'm not trying to say you was bad and he was good. It's not about somebody's fault. What I'm trying to get you to understand is that there is a other side to this. The only thing that I'm doing right now is I'm breaking you down so you can understand how deep and intricate men are, and they do it very, very much so from a distance. See, what I'm doing right now, I'm going way deeper into what most men ain't gonna ask you. Most men gonna be like, why did you divorce? Oh, he was midlife crisis and he cheated, and that's about it. Oh yeah, she ain't no shit. I'm not even go deep into it. So I'm going deeper into this because I promise you, men are gonna go this deep into it. They're just not gonna ask the question. They're gonna let you tell them yourself. So what I'm telling you is, I'm getting you on point so you can understand how men are gonna see that, based on what you say and how you respond to them, where they're gonna place your value at. And right now, it's not much that a man got to get from me, but I really want to get back to this. You spoke about value. What makes you valuable in a dating market to a man, especially in the age group that you in? What's gonna make you valuable to those men?
I know how to be submissive. I know how to listen.
All right.
I know how to listen, being submissive, being a leader. I don't use my education as a weapon.
Well, you said being a leader.
Being a leader, I know how to be submissive as the man is to lead me. I don't have a problem with that. I know how to not use my education as a weapon, like the bars chicks thing. I don't do that. And complimenting him, celebrating his achievements as well. All the other things of this material, I would say I have my own. I have that's just material, so I can't even expand off of that because I understand that men could care less about your degrees or what you bring to the table, your house, or anything like that. So when I look at myself as a woman, I would leave off the material things and focus more on the man himself.
Okay, you mentioned bring to the table though, so I just want you to understand.
Yeah, I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. I'm just nervous.
Okay, so did you just figure that out in the last 5 minutes? Not about you being nervous. I'm talking about because all of the stuff that you're saying. When did you figure this out?
Just listening to men in different platforms, just listening to what men are saying, and that seems like the overall thing when women brag about what they have or being too
learn so much from you, brother.
Masculine. With that, be more feminine.
Okay. All right. Now
so just listening to men. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah. Let's just because I think we kind of I get the gist. You said you how old? 50?
57.
57. How many children do you have?
I have two, a son and a daughter and a grandson.
Is it with the same man?
Yes. Right. No. My son is way younger. My daughter is with him. My son is 16, and my daughter at 31. Yes, so my daughter's for him, but not my son.
Okay. All right.
Two different dads.
All right. What city you live in?
I'm in Atlanta. I'm from New Orleans, but I live in Atlanta.
Now you do realize within your situation, outside of all this other stuff, all the mental stuff, like outside all of that, at 57 years old, and you said how old are the children?
40 and 24.
40 and 24. They're not kids, but they're still your kids, and they're still, to an extent, a man has to still be attached to those children if he's gonna deal with you. So with that being the case, all of those things are in conjunction are going to be issues for a lot of older men, and they're not going to want to deal with you. And at the end of the day, too, they're going to be in competition. You still in competition. You still in competition. So what I'm telling you is, it ain't much leverage that you got, and your best bet would have been probably to stick it out with your husband. So at this point, you got divorced at 51. You 57. I mean, you getting up to the 60s. I mean, at the end of the day, the men that at this point, because you talking about you wasn't attracted to him no more, man. You 57. Attraction and looks should not be the thing that's like, I'm not saying you can't care about it at all, but attraction and looks and I want to go out and I want to do this and do that. That's what like women that's 22 that come up on my live say.
Yeah, I don't go out at all. I really don't do the.
No. You was married and you were saying that your husband didn't want to do none of that, but you wanted to. So what I'm telling you is, going into this data market right now, talking about like attraction and looks. I mean, you dealing with men that's in their late 50s and 60s. So like, what attraction are you looking for? They supposed to look like you want a Denzel Washington. Denzel Washington is 0.1%.
I'm more realistic than that.
You ain't getting nowhere near Denzel. Understand that? So you gotta kind of get what you can get at this point. You don't got a lot of leverage at all.
But do you think I'm wrong? I don't want to settle either.
You're 57 with 2 kids in a divorcee. What do you mean you don't want to settle? Settling means that you have an option. Listen to me. Settling means that you got enough money to go into you have money to go into a car dealership, and you go in there with $50,000, and a car costs $100,000, and a car costs $40,000. You're not settling because you can't get the car that costs $100,000. You can't afford the car that costs $100,000. What do you mean you don't want to settle? You getting exactly what the dating market is showing you that you can get. You don't have no leverage.
Dang, you gonna make me cry.
It's not. It's the truth, though. I'm not being rude or mean to you. You saying I don't want to settle. Anybody dealing with you at the thing, nobody settles. That's a lot of people tell themselves. Nobody settles. You date exactly what you were supposed to date. Unless you have a higher option, you say, you know what, I want to actively choose the lesser option. You don't have a higher option. You're not settling. Okay. You can't get nothing better than what you got now. That's a lot of people tell themselves because they too much in their ego. I don't want to settle. I want better. I want better. You 57. At this point, you should just be looking for somebody that you can just spend the rest of your life with.
Yes, that's exactly what I want.
So then what you mean you don't want to settle? What do that mean? I don't want to settle.
For me, my definition, someone that doesn't have a job or house, or, like from that regard.
No, okay. Right. Obviously, nobody telling you to go get a dude shaking a cup under a bridge.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you saying like he got to be because you spoke about how you wasn't attracted to your husband no more, so that kind of led you to also divorcing him on top of all the other stuff. At this point at your age group, like attraction shouldn't be a thing that's even in your top 10. Even if you have 10 different things, attraction shouldn't be one of them at 57 years old, dating dudes likely in their 60s.
I can respect that.
Now, who you think is, even if we get into that, I don't even want to take it there, but like, I don't want to take it there, but you 57. It's not much that a man is getting out of a 57-year-old woman when it comes to attraction. You don't look like how you looked 20 years ago. So, I mean, I don't know. The woman is supposed to be the attractive one in the relationship, not the man.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate you. I respect what you say. I'm trying to stand because I'm very sensitive and I'm not ready to cry. So I'm going to get off here before I start crying. But I do respect you and I'm going to continue supporting your life.
I appreciate you coming up.
Thank you.
Boy, oh boy. I think it's crazy that like the mentality at that age group. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's wild. I feel bad now. See, that's that thing. That's, women. I ain't gonna see on her. I'm not speaking on her, but this is why women should not be leading. Because all the women in the comments, oh my gosh. At first I wasn't agreeing with her, but now I agree because she cried. Like, yeah, this is why y'all should not be leading. Tears get y'all moved. I don't give a fuck about them waterworks. At the end of the day, you got to hear this truth. It ain't to bash you. It ain't to talk shit on you. It's not to disrespect you. It's for you to hear this because you need to hear this game. Because at the end of the day, at your age group with the mentality that you got and all that bullshit, the motherfucking internet and this hyper-inflated sense of ego shit, you ain't gonna get nowhere with that. You need to hear this reality. I don't give a fuck if you a man or a woman. Them tears don't mean shit to me. And I ain't here to hurt you. I'm here to give you the game. The fake page and the fake page women coming up, no profile picture, all that other shit, you not coming up here. If you just on a brand new page, you're not coming up on my live. So I'm blocking all y'all right now. I'm looking at y'all profiles. Y'all ain't got no profile pictures. You just made your account. You follow like 20,000 people and all that. You ain't coming up here. So go ahead. Find something to do. I don't care if you a man or a woman. You got to go. Nope. You getting blocked. You got to be a real person on a real page if you coming up on my lives. That's simple. You can't do that.
Hi. I'm new here. So I just stumbled in your live just like the last lady did. But I had a question. So I'm 35 and I'm dating. So what advice do you give to somebody that's 35?
You from the Midwest?
I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, I could tell. You from Detroit?
Yeah, how can you tell?
Because I'm from Cleveland and I know my people accent. I know if you're from the Midwest or not. You 35 and you dating. What advice can I give you? All right. Do you have any kids?
No.
Okay. You ever been married?
No.
Do you want to be married?
Yeah, I would like to get married. I've been engaged before.
Okay. Why'd you call off the engagement?
We were young. We were really young. I was only 23 years old.
That's the prime time for engagement. So why would that age be anything?
Because my partner was younger than me.
Okay. I mean, y'all was together at that point. He tried to marry you.
Okay, well, let me break it down to you because, okay, so at the time she was, because I date men and women.
Oh, no, gotta go. We don't do homosexuals. Have a good day. Take that back to Detroit. Stand in front of Cody Island and talk about that shit. Not on my live. We don't do homosexuals. Have a good one. I appreciate you coming up, though. What's going on?
Hey, Aunt. Good morning.
How you doing, Miss K? What's going on?
So me and my fiance are 22 and 23. And I know you said, because I've been watching your live, for a little minute now that the man's prime is 36. And I just wanted
mid to late 30s, yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Yes. So I just be concerned because, you know, we're doing the whole thing where we're trying to get married this November. We've been together 5 years and we're going to get a house soon. He wants to go get enlisted with the U.S. Air Force. So I just wanted to know, like,
super chatted $9.99.
what are some things as a woman that would prevent me from stunning his growth
100 emoji.
so that he can properly transition into the man he's supposed to be at his prime by 36?
This is the type of stuff that you want your. Hey, fellas, I'm gonna drop you down, Miss K, because your background is loud. But fellas, this is the type of stuff that you want your woman to be asking. That was a great fucking question. And for any woman, take fucking notes. I can tell that you care about your man and you give a fuck about the future. Very rarely do we have women coming up and asking questions like that. So I appreciate you for asking that question, and I hope that man treats you right, and I hope you continue to treat him right, and I hope y'all stay married until y'all old and farting on each other. So good for you for asking that question. Number one, the ways that you can hinder that man. I don't think I've ever heard a woman ask that question on my life, and I've been doing this shit since 2021. Not TikTok per se. I was on other apps, Twitter and Bigo and shit, but that was a great question. Repeat the question. She basically just said she got a man that got some potential. He doing what he need to do. They looking to get married, and they been with each other for 5 years, and she want to basically continue their relationship. What can she do to push him to be better? Basically, she was asking what can she do to push him to be better, or like ways that she can prevent herself from stunning his growth. Number one, for your age group, you have to understand that men at that age, that's going to be the hardest part of his life. You have to understand that. You have to, because most men in their early 20s is not going to have no money. They likely not going to have a lot of experience, and they're not going to have a lot of, just resources to do what they want to do. So you have to be patient with a man like that. Now, I didn't say be with him and he a bum and all you want to do is sit on the game and lay around the house all day. I never said that. So now I'm not saying you, the woman that was up here, but a lot of people like to twist and conflate my words. I didn't say be with a bum ass nigga that's not doing nothing. I'm just saying that at that age group, it's going to be tough for him to stay on top of it, because that's the hardest part of a man's life. It should be, at least. So be patient with that man. He probably not going to be rich. He not going to be the best at everything. Give it time. So that's number one. You have to be patient. You have to think about the future. Don't let the internet, because that's what's wrong with a lot of younger women that date men that trying to get some shit going on. They let the internet control their mentality. So they compare their relationships to other relationships. Well, see, this girl getting this from her man, and he the same age as my man. Well, he took her to this place on Valentine's Day, and he did this for her birthday. Don't do that shit. Get the fuck off the internet. Comparison is a thief of joy. Do not do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't let that shit cloud your mind frame. Third thing, don't let your fucking female friends disrupt what's going on in your mental. If that man is not abusing you, he not cheating on you, he not lying to you, he not whooping your ass, he not doing none of that. Y'all may have little fights and arguments here and there, but it's an overall good relationship. Don't let your stupid ass, single ass, half naked, going to the club, centipede eyelashes, having ass friends. I'm not saying your friends do that, but we know what these be looking like. Don't let them women cloud your judgment on your man. Don't let them women do that. Also understand this too. You in your prime, he not in his prime yet. So you got to understand this. You probably can attract a man that's better than him, that's taller than him, that got more money than him. That's everything that a man can have. It's men that's older than him that they already have, because women tend to attract older men. And the reason why y'all tend to attract older men is because, number one, y'all like men with basically what you got and more. Y'all like y'all superior. And then on the flip side, men tend to date their inferior, in the sense of they don't care about your money. They don't care about your height. They're looking for the more internal part of you. So don't be like, well, I can get a man that's better than the man that I got because I'm my age and this 28-year-old want me. Yeah, but that 28-year-old been on his own since he was 19 or 20. So he's had more skin in the game to figure it out. So don't hold that against your man. Don't let no other man think he can sweep you off your feet because he may be offering you more resources up front. That shit don't mean nothing, because it's about the internal. And you said you've been with that man for 5 years. So clearly, for the most part, probably, and the way you asking that question that you asked is a great question. That's probably something that's a overall good relationship. Keep that shit intact, and don't let no other man or no other woman cloud your mind frame on that. Another thing I would say is, you be a support system of that man. If you see him handling his business, it's simple things that you can do. If he go to the gym, make sure he got a protein shake when he get home. Make sure he got something to eat. Keep that man satisfied. You ain't gonna be perfect. You're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna fuck up. Same thing on him. But you got to be patient and try to be an asset to the man. Ask yourself this question as a woman. Is this man's life better with me around? And if it's not, what are ways that I can make it better? And if it's ways where I'm lacking, what are ways that I can do that? And simply ask that man. Ask him, hey, babe, what are things that you need from me where I can be a better woman? You know what I'm saying? Ask him, because I'm only speaking from a general consensus. I don't know that man. So it's probably best for you to go to your man and be like, what do you need from me? And I'm sure that'd be a great question that you can ask him. And then he'll probably be surprised that you asked him that. So I'm just speaking from a general consensus. But for that man, specifically, he probably gonna have his own little intricate details about stuff that he like. Ask him, you know what I'm saying? And try to do that for him, you know. But the best thing I would say is you got to think about the growth and the build, and don't have the mentality of that FOMO. You know, a lot of younger women don't want to date in they prime when they in their early 20s. And when I say date, I mean be with somebody seriously, because they feel like it's a fear of missing out. They want to have fun. They want to go in the club and they want to date the girls, the internet, the likes, the attention, the glitz and the glam. They want to chase that. And then they turn 28, 31. Damn, where all the good men at? You could have had a good man when you was 22, 23, 25, 19, but you wanted to fuck around and be I got to go through experience. You don't have to go through experience. What you need is guidance. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you come to a place like this. That's why you let your man guide you and lead you. So that's what I can say from the outside looking in as a distance. But the best thing that you can do is go to your man and ask him that. And then you can get some more intricate detail in that. So shout out to you for the woman that asked that question. I and 8418. Salute, my guy. Thank you for the $10, bro. He says, salute, my guy. Hey, likewise to you, buddy. Thank you for the $10 donation. And for the people on TikTok, again, I'm on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube. OMG, I'm going to read you some of these YouTube comments. Nas says, OMG, W question. Not from this planet says, great question. Uno says, that's why she's a sister who already engaged at 22. I think she said she was 22 or 25, but whatever she is, that mentality is exactly why she got a man. A lot of these other women don't. Miss Nick says, absolutely. KWM said, preach. Chime said, cruise ships. Damn, CEO is cooking. Appreciate you, Dark Elite. Wherever it's possible, wow factor, all facts. Miss Nick said, keep dating your man. So, shout out to you, sweetie. And I hope that man, he got a good thing if that's really your mentality. Sierra, what's going on?
Sorry.
Sierra, you gotta.
Now?
Yeah. What's going on?
Okay. Okay, I couldn't hear you. Sorry. But okay, so I was, obviously I was up here earlier, but I really just want to know, for real. So I've been in a relationship with my child's father for 6 years, and we have a son together, and I do love him, and I know that he loves me, but he did recently just cheat, and I'm having a hard time forgiving him. I don't know what that looks like for me. I don't want to be vindictive or bitter or anything like that, but at the same time, I don't know how to go about being comfortable and knowing and trusting that he says he's not going to do it again. You get what I'm saying?
100%. So I'll tell you this. If you feel like you can't get past it, don't be with him. Because what's going to eventually happen is you're going to start to resent, and it's going to be a point to what you just mentioned where you're going to end up wanting to cheat back, which you shouldn't do, because no valuable woman is going to do that. Or it's going to be a situation where it's going to be constant lack of trust. And that's going to come to bigger issues down the line. So if you feel like that you can't come back from that, the best thing I can tell you is to not even deal with dude no more. Go ahead, get on and just leave him. And, that's not what you want. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be too much of an issue over time. If you feel like you can't come back from it, just y'all gonna have to co-parent. It is what it is.
I mean, it's not that I don't think I can come back from it. It's not even that. It's just I don't know how to make him understand what he did hurt me. You get what I'm saying?
You can't make him understand that. You can't make nobody understand your own feelings. It's impossible to do that.
Well, I'm a woman of God. I'm gonna start there. I just recently gave my life back to Christ right before my son was born. Don't smile. Don't do that. But I did. I wasn't perfect, and I'm not gonna claim like I was. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot I needed to work on, and I know that sounds probably cliche, but there was a lot of things that I needed to work on, and I felt like going to my friends, going to my family, and going to the internet was not the place to go to. So I just went to God. So I changed a lot about myself and the things I thought was important. And he wasn't my typical type, but I valued his character and his morality. So now that that's kind of been jeopardized in my eyes, I see him different. So I know that people make mistakes, you know what I'm saying? And if God was able to change me, he's able to change him.
Sleeping
And
with
he's
another
been reading it.
sleeping with another
I'm
person
sorry,
is not sleeping with another person is not a mistake. That's a choice. You don't
That's what I
accidentally
said.
slip it in. So what I'm telling you is it's real simple. If you feel like you can't get over it, if you feel like you don't know the way to go, or like you can't force nobody to make you feel, you can go talk to a therapist. They're going to, first of all, most therapists going to tell you some bullshit so you can come back because they don't like to be
I don't
honest.
want to go to therapy.
Well, you should go to therapy, but you should make sure that you also vetting the therapist that you go through. Most therapists tell you bullshit so you can come back because they want you to keep spending your fucking money. What I'm gonna tell you is, if you feel like you cannot come back from this, you have an issue when it come to trust, you're gonna have an issue when it come to believing him and things like that. It's gonna be more issues down the line that's gonna revolve around that. The best thing that you can do is to separate yourself from the situation. That's the best thing that you can do.
So if he tells me that, okay, so I just want to know from a male's perspective, and because I value your perspective,
For sure.
how am I able to? He tells me that he's not going to do it again, and part of me believes him because he's been reading scriptures and stuff like that. Like he knows that I'm into the Bible, so I just don't want him to try to use that to manipulate me to make me feel like, you get what I'm saying? Like I don't want this situation.
Sierra, you giving me a different scenario, and I'm giving you the same answer. You basically doing this. You doing the same thing that I said that if that's an issue, then don't do it. You're gonna have an issue with trust. That's your issue right now.
Okay, so how do I go about forgiving him? Because I'm not gonna act like I want to throw my situation away because I don't.
Okay, I don't think you understand what I'm telling you, Sierra.
You saying if I can't get over it, then I need to walk away from the situation because it ain't gonna do nothing but make me resentful. I get that. But I'm just saying, like, I can forgive. I'm not saying I can't forgive. I just don't know what that looks like. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for.
I can't make you forgive. I can't tell you how you can forgive. Again, a therapist is gonna bullshit you and go to all these intricate details about this. But at the end of the day, you're the only one that control how you feel. You're the only one that can feel how you feel. I can't do that. So
I'm just saying, is it time? Is it his actions? Is it flowers? Is it dates? Like, what does that look like? What does that forgiveness process look like?
It depends on the person that you're dealing with, Sierra. Okay. It depends on you. For everybody in here, it's 747 people on my TikTok, and it's probably maybe 200 people on YouTube. So basically almost 1,000 people watching. All of us got different ways that we cope with things, that we accept and deal with things, and the way that we respond to pressure. All of us are different. I can't tell you what that looks like for Sierra. I can't do that. The only thing I can tell you is, as far as how to go about it, maybe trying to, like, maybe some things, maybe like, all right, maybe y'all can have conversations more often about it. Maybe y'all can go to couples therapy. I would advise a male therapist, not a female one. You know, maybe y'all can start to, you know, like you said, y'all been getting into y'all scripture, things like that. But I can't tell you which specific thing is going to be the thing that's going to get you back to fully trusting them, or what specific thing is going to be the thing that's going to get you back to not, all right, I'm about to go out with the boys for a couple hours and you think he with a woman. I can't tell you what that thing is going to be for you personally to get to that point where you back to trusting them. I can't do that. I can only tell you different ways to go about it. That's it.
Okay, so what are those different ways to go about it?
I just gave you.
Okay, what you were saying. Okay. And also, when you're not married, what do gender roles look like?
The same way they look like before you get married. You can't be no wife unless you operating like a wife.
So I have a hard time with that. I'm not saying that I can't. My mind can always be changed. I'm very open-minded. I'm having a hard time because I feel like no one, male or female, should be obligated to operate or.
What is a wife behavior to you?
Wife behavior to me would be living with your significant other, sharing financials, like combining bank accounts. I feel like that's wife behavior.
Do you feel like giving a man a child is wife behavior?
I didn't at the time, but I do now.
Are you still sexually active with the man that you're dealing with?
I'm not.
Do you
I feel
plan
like
on
that's. I feel like that's part of the reason why he stepped out on our situation.
Okay, so are you telling me that since when's the last time y'all been sexually active? And yes, it matters.
I'll answer. It's no problem. I believe the last time we had sex, if I'm remembering correctly, it could have been my birthday, February. But before that, probably around Thanksgiving.
Okay. When do you plan on being sexually active with him again?
I'm turned off. I'm not even gonna lie.
That's not what I asked you. When do I plan? Yeah. Are you waiting till marriage to do that?
That's what I was hoping for. Yes.
Yeah, you delusional.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I did.
Okay, so I
just find it funny how like y'all a lot of y'all women y'all have this thing where
I'm not okay. So I'm gonna be true.
Let me finish what I'm trying to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I just think it's insane to me how wife duties, sex is not wife duty to y'all. Giving a man your body and giving a man a kid is not wife duty. But
I definitely think it is.
Giving cooking, cleaning, and money, for some reason that's wife duties. A lot of y'all women would rather give your body to a man than wake up when he tell you and make him some breakfast.
I've done all that.
Right. So it's already too late.
Okay, so when I decided, I'm gonna be true. I did lie just now. I had sex with him after I found out that he slept with somebody, but I made him wear a condom just because I felt like.
Okay, so since you lied, I have nothing else to say to you because I don't believe nothing else you said up here at this point. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you? How was your day?
Great. My day is amazing. How was yours?
I'm doing good too. Can you hear me? Is my background loud?
No, it's all good. What's going on?
Okay. So I was up here, I think about like 2-3 weeks ago, and I took your advice into consideration, but I have a new situation that come up and I need your advice. So you remember when you asked me?
I might not remember it. So if I don't remember it, don't take it personal. I talked to a bunch of people.
No. Yeah, I know. I've been on your live. I know you talked to a bunch of people.
For sure.
So you remember? Well, you don't remember. Anyways, you asked me how do I value myself? Like, have I ever cooked a meal for a guy?
I remember that. Yeah, that was you.
Yes.
That was a couple.
So one of the guys from my past, right, that I have cooked a meal for, I've cooked for him, I've cleaned for him, like I was doing what everybody says is wifely duties, right? We stopped talking because we were in two different places in our lives. Like he wanted to go to I think it's trade school. So like now he's in like he does, I don't know what it's called. He does AC units. Like he can do drywall. Like he can build a house from the ground up because that's what he's been studying for the past 4.5 years, right? So he reached out to me recently and expressed that he wants to give us another go because he said he hasn't been able to keep me off his mind, right? And I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous only because of the conversation that I had with you about how I need to focus on myself to get myself right. So before I'm 30, I'm able to act in my wifely duties. But, he's applying a lot of pressure and I don't want to scare him away because just talking to him like regularly, like picking back up like what we were doing and just being friends first, like it's nice. It's a good feeling and I'm really enjoying it.
What is wrong with you women with this friend shit?
What? Oh, sorry.
How you gonna be friends with somebody that you used to?
I knew you were gonna say that for some reason.
Why would you say it if you knew I was gonna say it?
Because that's what it feels like.
No, that's just you delusional. You can't be friends with a dude that you sexually was active with or want to be or plan on being with again. And then y'all say like that and then be like, If a man don't like that you got male friends, it's somehow a problem and he controlling. But you gonna sit here and say that I can be friends with a dude I used to suck. What sense do you think that make?
None.
You can't be friends with a dude that you used to sleep with. First of all, men and women can't be friends in the first place, but that's another conversation for another day. But you got to get that bullshit mentality out of your head. Let's just be friends first. Like, we're not in middle school. You grown as fuck. You ain't got that much time. We talked about it before. How old are you? You was 29, 28?
26.
26. You ain't got that much time. So this whole let's be friends, like, no, you need to get it together. Now, let me ask you this. How long was y'all dealing with each other?
3 years.
Was this ever your boyfriend?
No.
All right, so let me explain something to you. If you wasn't showing no type of girlfriend qualities when you was with this man, wife qualities when you was with this man, most of the time, the main reason why a lot of men come back to women like that is simply so they can get some consistent pussy back around. Men don't want me saying shit like that, but it's the honest to God truth. We be trying to dub back, and we know that we can dub back on a joint that we know that we can get it from. And if you wasn't showing no girlfriend or wifey qualities then, it ain't like you think you got better. If anything, you a worse version of what yourself was, because there's more trauma, there's more BS than the time that you wasn't dealing with them. Other dudes that you probably was messing with, he know what the fuck the game is. He just trying to get back in that mode because he wants some pussy again. And you ain't where you need to be mentally to be dealing with no man. So the issue ain't even gonna be only gonna be through him. It's gonna be through you too, because you fucked up in the head. Now I don't mean you fucked up in the head like you crazy or something. I'm saying in the way that you view the dating market and the way you view men, it's just not right. So what I'm telling you is I don't think that's gonna work. And if we talked about it before, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I do remember talking to you. You got to get this together before you trying to date it all. Keep it a band with you.
Okay. So just,
you should ask him what he expect out of you. And that's going to tell you everything you need to know. Ask that man, what is he expecting out of you? And don't say it from no place of malice, or don't say it from no place of no attitude or no bullshit like that. Ask that man, what is he expecting out of you? And do you remember, because I think I did tell you this, did we talk about how to know if a man is serious about you or not?
no.
All right. Well, let me ask you, how do you know if a man is serious about you or not? Do you know? And if you don't,
No, I don't.
okay, can you make a guess?
I'm not being honest.
Make a guess. Don't put it in the comments, y'all. Just make a guess.
Make a guess. Okay.
Somebody in the fucking comments already.
I would like, okay, well, can I say my answer of what I think is the right answer?
That's what I just asked you.
Okay. I think when a man takes you serious, you become his safe space where he can be completely vulnerable with you. He knows that he can rely on you and depend on you for emotional and mental needs.
No.
Is that right?
No.
Okay.
That sounds like a bitch. No.
Oh.
But you want him to be like your twin, like you want him to be one of the girls?
No, I don't want him to be like one of the girls, but like
Saucy Santana. No, if a man is serious about you, he gonna tell you that I don't want you wearing that. You not going there. I don't want you hanging with her. No, you not having no male friends. No, I don't want you dressing that way. I want you to wear your natural hair. No, you need to start going to the gym. You need to start going to church. You shouldn't be putting on that type of outfit. He gonna be territorial about you. And he gonna give a fuck about you because you now on his program. And you are an example of him, his last name, and possibly future children. So if a man is serious about you, he gonna try to make you a better woman. Now, unfortunately, women like to call that controller, narcissistic. He DL, can't handle a bad y'all because y'all didn't have your fathers in your lives. I ain't saying you specifically.
I don't think that.
Oh my God.
I don't think that.
This is what I be talking about. I'm not talking about you. I'm speaking in a general sense. I'm not talking about you. You don't need to defend yourself because I didn't throw no jacket on you. I'm making an example. Women don't know how to remove themselves from examples. They gotta just like defend. I'm not attacking you. I'm not talking about you, Jazz. I never mentioned your name. This is an example and a general thing that I'm bringing up. But because a lot of women didn't have their fathers in their life, because their father would have told them this shit at 12, 13, 14, 15, when they first got out of puberty or going through puberty, and they understand the nuances between young men and women, their father was going to put these stipulations on you. So you would already know, okay, my father cares about me, my father protects me, and that's his role as a leader. And that's going to correlate to how a man is going to deal with you as well. But unfortunately, like I said, women call that controlling and narcissistic and all of that. So you should be looking for that. So that's why I'm telling you, when you ask that man, what he looking out of you, what does he expect out of you, you able to figure that out. But if a man is serious about you, that's the shit that he gonna do. He gonna be territorial. That answers your question. I unmuted you.
Yes, that does answer my question.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay. No, I don't think so. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna ask him that question and see what he says.
I appreciate you coming up.
No, thank you.
Sure. What's going on? Life with Zay. Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, what's up? Yeah, what's good, bro? I've been watching your content for a little minute now. Probably like recently. I'm at work and stuff right now. I'm a little late, but I just responded. But anyway, so I had a question. So as you was like coming up in the game, because I'll admit, like I ain't got no skin in the game right now. I'm trying to like get out here and actually like do something with my life. I'm going to trade school and everything. I was gonna say like, what's some advice that you got for like a young man like me, 24, like coming up in the game with no skin and trying to like find himself and actually like be successful and like excuse me, like not focus on women and things like that.
How far you live from your mama house?
Right now I live with my mom currently right now. I'm trying to move up.
That's exactly what I thought. And that ain't no diss to you. The best thing that you can do for your life, bro, and your younger years is get the fuck away from your mama house. And this ain't no diss to your mama. Shout out to your mama. I'm sure she raised an amazing young man or your father, whoever raised you. But you got to get the fuck away from your mama house. And it's not about moving out. I don't mean get your apartment 20 minutes away. No. Where you from, bro? What city you live in?
Right now I'm in Tampa right now.
Get the fuck out of Tampa and go to the DMV. Go to Chicago, go to New York, go to LA, go to Seattle, go to a place where you can afford, obviously. Go to Houston, go to New Orleans, go experience life, bro. By 24 years old, I had already lived in Atlanta. I'm from Cleveland. I had lived in West Virginia. I had lived in Pittsburgh. I had lived in Chicago. And I had lived in my first city in Texas. I was already living in 6 major cities before I was 25, bro.
For sure.
And that was just simply off of just not granted, I got a little bit of leverage on that because I was a college athlete and I transferred to 3 different schools. I went to Chicago State. I went to West Liberty in West Virginia, and then I went to this school in New York, in upstate New York. But I was already in 6 different cities, bro. And I'm talking about traveling at a young age. And it was just me. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't had that much help from like family and like that. I had a little bit of help, but not really. Not to like the stuff that I needed to really keep me afloat. So I had to figure it out. So that's the best advice I can give for all the young men in here listening. I don't give a fuck, black, white, Asian, Latin, African, don't matter. If you in alive, for all the young men specifically, get the fuck away from your mama house. And the reason why I'm telling you that, bro, is because it's going to force you to survive. Because a lot of times, right now, your mother is your security blanket. And that's what keeps a lot of men hindered. See, a father, a lot of times, he ain't going to allow you to stay at the house. He don't give a fuck. He going to tell you to go figure it out. You know what I'm saying? My dad ain't gonna let me stay at this house. Cause he gonna shout out to my dad, but he gonna be like, no, nigga, figure it out. Like if I was your age, he would have told me to figure it the fuck out. Cause you old enough and you grown enough, and the only way that you gonna be able to get to that next level is for you to rely on yourself, and it's gonna be hard. You're gonna have financial issues. There's probably gonna be times you're gonna miss your rent, whatever it may be. You gotta go through that shit, bro, because your mother only gonna coddle you. She gonna keep you in that state, not because she a bad mother. It's because it's in her nature to be a nurturer. It's in her nature to coddle you and shit. That's why fathers are important. So what you need to do, bro, is get out of Tampa, go to another city, get outside your comfort zone, bro. Don't even be in Florida where you used to the accent, you used to the way people talk and act. Go to Kansas City or something, bro. Go experience life, bro. Go experience it, and that's the best way it's gonna help you. You gotta go do that shit.
For sure. Cause I ain't gonna lie, I feel. I can take advice on that because it's like, bro, like I ain't really like been nowhere. I feel like so like boxed in, like in a way, because I'm always like been in champ and I ain't been like experiencing. You know what I'm saying? So I've been with this girl. I'll tell you this. I've been with this girl probably for like roughly probably like 3-4 years. I'll say, and she been like sticking around. I'm still broke as hell. Like right now, she a nurse and she'll still be like sticking around. Like you know what I'm saying? So I'm really trying to like. I don't want to like rush into it. You feel me?
Listen.
Like,
that's now though.
Yeah.
We ain't talking about now. We talking about it ain't about what you used to do. It's about what you gonna do in the future. So for me, she may stick around now, but what's gonna happen when she keep expanding and keep going and going up and up and up and up, and you still living with your mama. You 24, bro. Once you get enough money, if you able to pay for that first month's rent, that security deposit, and maybe another month, not maybe another month, get the fuck away from your hometown, bro. Get out of Tampa and don't live in Florida. Trust me, don't live in Florida, bro. Go move to a whole nother side of the country. If you can afford to live in Tampa, which ain't cheap, if you can afford like a little studio, 1-bedroom apartment, or whatever it is, maybe you can afford a townhouse or maybe even a house. Get out of there, bro, and spend that same amount of money and go move to Dallas or something. Go move to Kansas City. Go move to wherever. And it's going to be a different experience. It's going to be a different vibe. And that's what's going to get you together because, like I said, it's going to force you to be better. You're going to come across different types of women. You're going to learn how to be adaptable. You're going to learn how to like, even articulate yourself better because if you're from Florida, it's a way that y'all speak. But if you go to a whole nother place, it's a way that they speak. So you're going to gain all type of shit and experiences. And that's really why I got a lot of my game from, bro. Not only listening to people that was older than me, but also going through a lot of experiences at a young age that most of my age don't go through because they just don't get around. And I didn't visit these places. I'm talking about living there for 6 months, living there for 2 years. I lived in Chicago for 3 years. I lived in New York for 2 years. I'm in my second city in Texas. I've been in Texas for 3 years. I lived in Pittsburgh for like 6 to 8 months. I lived in, I'm from Cleveland. I lived in West Virginia for 3 years, bro. So I was around. I was all through that everywhere. So that's it.
For sure.
For sure, bro.
Appreciate it.
For sure, bro.
Appreciate you, bro. For sure. Like, I definitely like fuck with your content for real. Definitely like, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't in the right headspace and just doing like crazy. So I'm really like trying to get my shit together and actually like, you know what I'm saying? Do something with my life, bro. So I appreciate that.
For sure, bro. I appreciate you. Much love to you, bro.
Yes, sir. You too, bro. Love, bro.
For sure. Good luck. And you don't want to be comfortable as a man. You should never feel comfortable. Ever. You should never feel comfortable as a man. You know what I'm saying? Now, there's ways that you can feel more comfortable in the sense of like, all right, I got more money. I ain't struggling in this sense. So you got your family, your kids. That's different. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like you shouldn't be passive. You shouldn't be like, all right, I got what I got. I'm cool. No. Especially when you living with your mom. Call that. No. Go outside. When you save your money. You know what I'm saying? Don't be spending your money on dumb shit. Save your bread and move from Tampa, my and go somewhere completely out of your comfort zone. Go move to the Florida Keys. If you're gonna leave Tampa, don't go to Tallahassee, don't go to Jacksonville, don't go to Orlando, don't go to Miami. It's just distractions in Miami anyway. Go to the Keys. Go to the Florida Keys, which is basically the Caribbean damn near. By your motherfucking self, and it's gonna be a whole bunch of old white folks with money. And you're gonna be the only young one out there. You're gonna be living your life and you're gonna experience new shit. You're gonna be riding around in a moped, doing different shit. You're gonna have a button-up shirt on with no shirt under that. Some swimming trunks with no drawers, free balling, with some sandals and no socks, with some sunglasses on and a last dog or something. Riding around in a moped, eating tacos or something. Go do different shit. Y'all laughing, but it's for real. Like, go do different shit. You gonna come across women who like this shit. I'm telling you, man. Like, it start to make you start to do different shit when you get into a different environment. Millennia, thank you for the or Melanin. Thank you for the gifts. Go do different shit, man. You gonna start to be like, damn, nigga. 8 in the morning, I'm drinking a pina colada. Yeah, nigga. You in a different place. You know what I'm saying? You gonna move to motherfucking Colorado Springs. Get you a little studio apartment in Colorado Springs for a year, bro. Experience that. What's the difference between you being 18 and living at the same place that you was 24, or 18 and then at 24 you moved to Colorado for a year? Why not? Go move to the mountains. Go start snowboarding. Who cares? You know what I'm saying? That's an experience you're gonna go through, and it's gonna be ups and downs, but that's a part of life, man. I went through all that as a young man because I always was like, bro, I want to travel, I want to experience different shit, and I did it under my own right, not because I had to, because I wanted to. You feel me? Go do some different shit, man. Not from this planet. If your lady really fucks you, bro, if you move, she gonna want to go with you. Trust me. That's how you gonna know if your lady down with you. She gonna wanna, I don't want to be with you no more because you left. If your lady really a rider, leave from your hometown, go leave Tampa and go move to motherfucking San Diego. No, don't do that. San Diego is expensive as fuck. I'm just giving an example though. Let's say you move to San Diego. If your lady really locked in with you, bro, she gonna want to come out to San Diego with you, or she gonna want to travel out there, and she not gonna let that distance be the thing that's gonna take her away from you. That's how you gonna know if your lady down with you, my nigga. So that's another piece of game I can get you. She gonna figure out, well, how can I get out there? Do I need to move my job? Or if I can't, I need to see you like every couple weeks. Like I want to see you. Like I'll fly out there, whatever I need to do. And I had women offer to take a train to come see when I was living in Chicago. Literally. And that ain't to flex and brag. It's to say, like, okay, she locked in. She willing to hop on a train. I wasn't gonna put her on the train, but I'm just saying though, like, bitch, the Amtrak, bitch. The best you're gonna get is a hot sandwich in the microwave out that motherfucker. 16 hours? Anyway, you ever go to visit somebody in jail? You know them sandwiches bad being a little rotator thing and the hot if you know, you know. What's going on, Sai?
Hello.
How you doing?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's on your mind?
That's good. Yes, I came up because I want to gain an understanding if I was actually in the wrong or not, so that I know what to do moving forward. Long story short, there was this guy, we dealt with each other before. It was a situationship. We stopped talking. And then after a few years, I did reach back out to him. I'm not going to lie. But when I reached back out, you know, it was very clear that we both had grown since then. We're kind of new people. And so we essentially reconciled on both ends or whatever. And so we were talking consistently for about a week. And then on a Friday, he didn't text me all that morning. And so I didn't immediately jump into any conclusions. I'm like, okay, well, he's living his life. I'm not going to trip. But then it became more toward around like 12. Well, no. Actually, let me backtrack. I actually ended up, he didn't text me or anything. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to trip. I'm just going to text him, send him a little good morning text and go on about my day. Well, it'd been like a couple hours. He still didn't respond. So, and also some more context, we're long distance. He actually lives up north and I'm down south. And so when he didn't respond, it'd been a couple hours, I, sent him another text and I'm like, hey, is that everything okay? And he still didn't respond. And so then it came about like 12 noon. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to try to call him. And when I called him, he got upset and he was like, oh, you're trying to keep tabs on me and you're not going to do that and blah, blah, blah.
So I ain't going to lie to you. I feel like you explaining the situation the same way you explain it to your girls. Because I can guarantee you that's not the only thing that you text him. And if you did, the way that you called him was not, oh, hey, babe, I just haven't heard from you. I just wondering what you were doing. I miss you so much. I almost can guarantee that wasn't the case. You probably was coming at him and you probably had an attitude, or you probably came at him in some type of malice or disrespect. And he like, what the fuck is you on my line for like that for? Is that the truth, Asai? Or did you come at him in a nice, soft way that you talking to me?
I swear, I promise I did not do it, because I do understand that, people can live their own lives. There may be something that he's busy doing or whatever. And just because he did not respond, I do not actually give attitude.
Can you show the message that you sent?
I ain't gonna lie, I deleted our text because when we stopped talking, I just deleted it all because I'm like, okay, like we ended up actually having conversations about it later.
What's your question that you have, Asai? What's your question? What's your overall question that you got?
My question is, was I wrong for even, texting him that much or being concerned that he hadn't responded to me in the first place?
I don't know if you're being fully transparent. That's number one. But number two, you don't get to dictate when a man should text you back. He don't owe you shit. Was this your boyfriend at the time?
No, but we did get very close, but no.
Okay, but he wasn't your boyfriend. Were y'all exclusive? Because you said that y'all was just getting back locked in, but y'all wasn't together, nor were y'all exclusive, correct?
That's right.
All right, so who are you to be questioning what the fuck he got going on and questioning why he did what he did? You can feel how you want to feel, but you don't get to question or keep tabs on no motherfucker. If that's the way he want to go about it, then if you have such an issue with it, then you just don't deal with him. But you don't get to, you ain't texting me back and all that. You don't get to do that to nobody.
So I guess what I'm hearing is I was wrong. So what should I have done instead if I'm in a position where we've been talking consistently and then a day comes and I haven't heard from him? And I'll be honest, it wasn't the whole day. I'm thinking maybe I could have waited the whole day, but like what would have been a better way to handle that situation?
You sent the text and said good morning, and then you could have been like, hey, can't wait to hear from you. text me back whenever you get free. Simple.
And then I guess I should have waited until, or I guess give him more time to, because like, what if he never sent a text back? I guess
Then
that's
he
my
don't send a
time.
text back. Then he just don't send one. I mean, what would you gonna do? Force him to respond to you? If he don't send one, he don't send one.
Okay, no, that's true.
Nobody
'Cause,
owes
yeah,
you
we
nothing.
can't
Understand
force
something?
him.
Don't nobody owe you. Don't nobody owe you nothing. Now, if y'all was exclusive or this was your boyfriend, it'd be a completely different story. But this is some dude that y'all just kind of locking back in, but it ain't really nothing serious yet. He don't owe you, and you don't owe him.
Okay, that's fair. So I guess, because I ain't gonna lie, I still want him. Now we ain't talk because at the end of the day, if you feel that you didn't like that and you no longer want to talk to me, that's fine. I'm gonna respect it. But well, I guess if I still want him and want to reach out, I guess it's not respecting it though, huh? Okay, well, that's fine. I guess I just gotta let it go, and it is what it is. So in the future, just so that I understand, if I can send a text and say, "Hey, good morning. Hope everything's okay," and then if they never respond to that, then that's just my answer. Is that right?
Again, nobody owes you anything if they're not dealing with you exclusively, if this is not your boyfriend. So you shouldn't be holding that much of an entitlement to say, I deserve this or I need somebody to do this for me. Don't nobody owe you shit. So no, in that situation, no, that's not right. What you should do is you should not have an expectation of what that man should or shouldn't be doing. Obviously not like disrespect, stuff like that, but he got his own life that he living and you're not a priority unless y'all build enough to where that you become a priority. And at that point, there was no prioritizing you.
Well, can I add this context? Because when we did reconcile with conversation, he spoke about plans about the future. We had deep conversations about how, if we
People talk
were
about that all the
both,
time. It's like people talk the first day they get on the phone, they talk about plans about the future. That don't mean that was a deep thing at that point. You can get on the phone, the conversation, the first time you talk to a man and y'all talk about the future. That doesn't mean nothing.
I thought that was an indication of a man being serious about a girl or about a woman.
He don't know if he's serious about you yet. No. Sometimes that's the vetting process to see what your responses is gonna be and see what you're gonna say to see if he finna deal with you seriously or not.
I'm gonna be honest though, when we were having conversations, it definitely gave
You don't get it.
that. Well, no, I'm just trying to add context because
Right,
in
and
the
I'm telling you the
conversation,
context don't matter because I'm a man and I know how we operate. Men may have conversations with women up front and it may be deep, intricate things. That's to vet you, to see what your responses are gonna be, to see if you give off wife quality and material. And if you don't, then we just gonna put you in a I'm just trying to category. And that's how y'all get y'all time wasted and get into situationships. So I'm giving you the
so that's what
blueprint.
we were just talking.
You can ask every single man in here if I'm lying or not.
No, I'm saying so basically he was just talking basically.
No, I'm not saying he was just talking. I don't know what he was just doing. What I'm telling you is stop trying to find a reason as to what the answer is because you don't know. Stop trying to make an assumption. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm saying that could be a possibility of what it is. What I'm telling you is he don't owe you shit. So stop trying to think that he's supposed to respond to you, supposed to do. He ain't got to do nothing for you. You got an entitlement issue because you probably used to dudes being up in your pussy all damn day. And not sexually, I'm saying it always on your ass and on your heels. So because he wasn't on your ass and on your heels, you was probably like, well, damn, what about him is not making me of importance to him? As if you deserve him to be up on your ass and you don't. You know, that man don't owe you shit.
Well, and please correct me if I'm wrong. My expectation came from the things that he was saying, the conversations that we did
I
have.
just told you that it could have been a vetting thing to see what your responses is going to be.
Okay, and
So your expectation shouldn't have been there if there was no title. You making an assumption, but you're not going off of no logic. If there was a title there of like, hey, we exclusive, I only want you dealing with me, I'm only deal with you, and we're gonna make each other a priority, that's a different conversation. That never happened.
Okay, that's fair. So basically, I shouldn't expect anything, regardless of what
I didn't say you shouldn't expect anything.
I'm literally just trying to make sure I understand.
Yeah, but I think, come on now. I didn't say that you shouldn't expect anything. I never said that.
No, wait. Yes, you did. You said I shouldn't expect nothing from him because we're not together.
I'm like this close. Listen to me.
I'm not trying to frustrate you. I'm just. That's what I heard.
You're not listening. You cutting me off, so you're not listening. You listening to respond instead of listening to understand. I see why he didn't text you back. So let's try to listen. I didn't say you shouldn't expect anything. You should expect common courtesy. You should expect him to be respectful to you. You should expect bare minimum things like just, normal conversation. What I'm telling you is when it comes to expecting a response on your time, you can't expect that. That should not be a thing that you are like putting on this big pedestal because he don't owe you nothing because there was no title there. So it's not anything. It's only certain things and common sense that leads you to believe that or to lead you to understand that. Most people in here, I would say that it's pretty rational. So we understand when you first start talking to somebody, yeah, you don't think that you should get on the phone with somebody and they call you out your name. What's up? Or you a man, you get on the phone with a woman, she like, what's up, corny ass? No, you don't expect that. That's just common courtesy things. That's bare minimum. But when you do get to talking to somebody and y'all do, there is no title there, then no, they don't have to respond on your time. You said that the day didn't even go by yet. So yeah, they don't have to do that. He could have been busy, maybe forgot, whatever it is. You're not a priority to him until you become a priority. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, that's
Obligation would be the better word. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. I think I understand now. And yeah, next time I just wait to see if that person reaches out or not, and if they don't, go from there. And if they do, then just don't expect a person to reach out on my time. Basically, that's what I'll do. Thank you.
I appreciate you coming up. What's going on, Brownie?
Child, I was not trying to do that.
You ain't mean to come up?
No.
All right, I'll drop you back down. I got you. What's going on, Tori?
So I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on?
So I'm new here. I think I've been watching for like the past 2 days, and I guess I just wanted some dating advice. I'm 34. I've been single for like the past 2 years, but I'm having a hard time dating. Like if I meet somebody, it could be me, but I find the littlest thing to be like ill about a person. Or the littlest thing turn me off about a person. I probably just meet the wrong people because I don't get out much.
That's typical of, unfortunately, that's typical of low value women. But I would love to hear what's your take on that? What do you mean? So all these little small things just turn you off. What are those things?
So like I can't explain it. Like I could meet somebody and I find like, oh, his hair too long, or he talk too much, or his ears look funny. Like it just be like the littlest thing about a person that like turn me off.
You immature. That's why.
I am.
You immature, and what's probably happened is, women like yourself, you've probably dealt with a dude that was valuable, and you trying to find another man that's the closest to him. Women don't like to date down. But it's messed up though, because I can look at one single thing on your page and I can see that you got a bunch of chest tattoos, fake hair, and you sexualize yourself. You got tattoos all over your body. So the same way that you can critique a man, I can critique you, honestly. And the other men can do the same thing. You ain't perfect. You far from perfect. It's a bunch of things.
Oh no, I know that I'm definitely far from perfect.
You gotta grow up though. You gotta grow up. Number one, you like 34, 35?
34.
Yeah, 34, I could tell. So you already passed your prime. You hypersexual. You got a bunch of tattoos and fake hair. What make you think that you are at liberty to be critiquing anybody for having a long head or whatever you trying to say that they got? Like you got a lot of shit going against you too. So
no,
really,
I'm just like throwing things out there.
Those are the things that you said. What do you mean? You throwing stuff out there?
I was just giving I was just like throwing things out there, like things that are probably coming to my mind.
Right. Well, so I'm telling you. Okay. So what's the point? What's the point?
What?
What you mean? What? I'm saying, what's the point? You saying throwing things out there? I got that. So I was responding back to you to tell you that you also got things going against you. So it's like, where do we go from there at that point? Because you in the same boat. I just explained it to you. I just told you. You in the same boat. The problem is you have a entitlement issue. You believe that your value probably higher than it is, and that's why you 34 and single.
No.
No, it's definitely. That's why you 34 and single. You got kids.
I do have kids.
How many?
I was with my children's father.
How many children do you have?
I have 2 kids.
Okay, you got 2 kids. So you're a single mom with 2 kids. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no leverage to be critiquing nobody about much. If anything, you need to be begging for a man to be with you, because you at the bottom of the barrel when it comes to dating market access. You ain't got much options. You said what?
I said, why is that?
Because you 34 with 2 kids and you hypersexual online with a bunch of tattoos all over your chest like a man. That's why. You were fake hair. You sexual. Yes, you are. You're hypersexual. Yes, you are. I'm looking at I'm looking at the video.
You cannot explain?
You don't have to explain. I'm looking at the video that you got on your page. You don't have to explain much.
I literally just got a cover up on my chest. When I was like 18 or 19. I think I was 19. I had
It don't matter when you got the tattoo. You still got the tattoo, and you covered up another tattoo, which means you put a tattoo on top of a tattoo. It's still on your chest.
How does that make me hypersexual?
I didn't say that made you hypersexual. I'm looking at your page and I can tell you hypersexual because in this video, first of all, this little dress you have on is all the way where you can see the top of your. And from looking at the video, looking at this video, I can clearly just clearly hit the play button, right? And then you started to pop your ass in this video. I don't think this is the behavior of a woman that claims that she's not hypersexual, but you in the video doing this. And the dress that you got on, the little skirt or whatever it is that you got on, is all the way up to damn near your. So that's how I know you hypersexual. That's how I know you hypersexual. I can look at you and tell. The tattoos, the hairstyle, the outfit. I know you hypersexual. The way you present yourself is that. And that's probably why you single and can't keep a man. So I'm not telling you nothing that men don't believe. The difference is I'm the one that's being honest with you. So I'm gonna be looked at as the bad guy because I'm being honest with you. You're gonna look at the guys that's lying to you in your face, that's just willing to waste time with you and fuck you. You're gonna look at them as he different, he ain't different, he doing the same shit that I'm doing. I'm gonna just be honest with you. So I'm telling you how men think, Taurus. I'm not saying this to shame you. I'm not saying this to say that you a bad person. I'm not saying none of this to talk down on you. What I'm telling you is you need to reevaluate yourself because you're not the value that you think you is, and the men are not going to tell you. All they're going to do is waste your time so they can get sex. So that's why I'm telling you what I'm telling you, because you 34, you ain't 18. So you need to hear it this way because you too damn grown and you got kids and you're a mom. And I guarantee you, if you was talking to your daughter and your daughter said, hey, mom, I want to wear the same stuff that you wear. I want to post the same stuff that you post. I want to get the same tattoos that you get. And I want to operate the same way that you operate, mom. I guarantee you would tell her not to do that. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying, because you're too old and you're a mom and you should fucking know better. You can respond, though. I had to mute you because you're just babbling. You're not listening. You got to unmute. Somebody said she the birthday. Y'all niggas. Unmute your mic. I unmuted you. Y'all niggas is childish, bro. Y'all niggas.
Okay, no, I was saying it was my birthday. I had shorts on. The dress was definitely extra because you going in on me about my birthday outfit. I hear you though. I hear you. I hear you. Somebody said I did it to myself. Okay, I get it.
The reason why I'm telling you is because this is how men are going to look at you. And when I tell you men are a lot more analytical when it comes to your presentation than you think they are. And what a lot of women get confused is attention for retention. Look, I ain't going to lie to you. If I was the man that I am now, I wouldn't do it. But hey, I ain't going to fake it. If I was to see you out, I'd probably try to lock in with you. I ain't going to lie. Because it's there. I ain't gonna lie. It's all.
Can I give you my backstory?
No.
Okay.
We don't care about no. And it's another thing. You think men care about your past. We don't care about your backstory and why you did.
I just wanted to tell you.
Why?
I just wanted you to know. So, okay. Just a little bit. Maybe the chat want to know.
You from Baltimore, ain't you?
I'm from Philly.
Oh, hell no. All right, let me just explain. Let me just explain what I'm saying. Listen.
Okay.
A younger me probably would have locked in with you, but not for nothing serious. Okay. I would have just tried to, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all the way there. I ain't gonna lie, it's there. Men gonna look at you, and that's what they gonna see. It's nothing wrong with you having a body that you got, because you got a body, and I mean you could control it. But at the end of the day, like you have shape and it looks nice, but it's how you present it. And when you present it in a way that's just for like sexual, and like, I don't know, you don't think that video was a thing, but it is. And I'm telling you, it's not only about that. Usually the bigger point, all jokes aside, the bigger point that I'm making is how you present, whether that be online, whether that be in person, is a direct correlation to how men gonna view you. So I already know if you present yourself on TikTok like that, men gonna view you in the same light in person. And they're gonna be able to tell. You may have a jogger pants and a hoodie at the grocery store, but trust me, it's eventually gonna come about and they're gonna be able to peep, oh yeah, she like that. And I'm telling you, they're not gonna be honest with you. They're gonna try to sleep with you and waste your time, because that's what men do. We know exactly what we want. When you hear dudes be like, when y'all be thinking men don't know what they want, men not trying to be cuffed, and men don't want relationships, yes they do. They just don't want it with you, and they too scary to be honest with you, because if they are honest with you, narcissistic, insecure, controlling, y'all gonna shame them. So men play the role so they can get some cheeks. So what I don't want is for Taurus to go through that. And on top of that, Taurus, you got 2 kids. So when you saying, well, I got all these small things, if his head big and if he got a weird lip and if his finger twists to the left in a weird way, I'm gonna be done. Whatever your little small intricate things you want on a man, cool. You can have all that. I ain't telling you to change it. What I'm telling you is all of those small things is gonna keep you single, because you won't have no leverage to be having the boundaries and the small shit that don't matter. Because you didn't say nothing about his integrity. You ain't say nothing about leadership. You ain't say nothing about masculinity. You ain't say nothing about providing and protecting. I'm not saying that you don't care about that shit. I'm sure you do. But when you say that the critique is just physical, everybody gonna have a flaw. I got flaws. I wish I can get a beard, but it ain't gonna come, Taurus. It's never gonna come. I'm never gonna get a full beard. It's only here. It don't happen for me. So I gotta work with what I can work with. You know what I'm saying? I got flaws. And I got this thing on my eyebrow right here. This is a cut I had when I was like 4 years old. And I got stitches right there. So I got flaws. We all got flaws. Everybody in this life got a flaw. But you can't have that to be the thing that's gonna make you like, I ain't gonna talk to him because he got like one of his whatever is messed up. Like, everybody gonna have something about them. And I was bringing those things up to say you got stuff about you too. So you should be a little bit more humble in your dating process and how you vet a man. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
You're right.
Yeah. And it's gonna come across directly because that's the type of man I am. But I ain't gonna disrespect you, but I'm definitely gonna keep it 100 with you and be black and white with you, because you grown. You should know better.
You're right.
That's it.
I don't need that.
All right.
I don't want no more smoke.
For sure. I appreciate you coming up.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie, that's fat though. I ain't gonna cap. If this was Chicago, and you'd have been on the first flight. But you only got 24 hours though. You can't. Nah. Friday night, Saturday night, you gotta go back, man. You can't stay longer than that. Cause then I gotta be hungry and I gotta feed you and shit. Anyway, that was Younger B. We a different man. I got.
Hi,
What's going on with you? How you feeling?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. What's on your mind?
So, in some of your other dating advice, I feel like you were talking about like people who are experienced in dating and all of that. So I wonder, like, the opposite, since I'm not that experienced, like, how do I move forward in dating, like, in a way that I feel like honors myself from your perspective? Because I don't want to, like, I feel like a lot of guys in my age range are really lust based. I don't think that's the first thing that they like think of when they think of me, but I just don't want to go that route.
How old are you?
23.
You're 23 years old. Let me ask you this question: do you feel like the way that you present yourself on your TikTok or on social media is of a relationship material type of woman?
Yes.
It's not even in the slightest. What will make you think that like that will? I'm on your page right now. What will make you think that this is an honorable thing that you should wear as a woman in her early 20s?
Oh.
Now we don't know. That's just one of them though. That's just one of them. Right? We can go through this, and this is on your page. I'm not outing you. This is publicly on your page. What would make you think that having your whole entire stomach showing to show off your body is valuable as a younger woman to be doing something like this? Let's keep going. It's
me,
more.
I think that's a great question. For me, I feel like my stomach, I don't know how it's possible for a stomach to be sexualized. So, like, genuinely, I don't know.
Let me
But
ask
if
you this
it's
question:
like
do you like guys with big giant guts, or you rather have a guy with a six pack? Which one would you rather have?
six pack.
So you just destroyed your own talking point. Miss me with that. So the point that we speaking on, because y'all women be delusional. Y'all only use logic when it's beneficial to y'all. The point that we speaking on is the fact that you present yourself like an unmodest, non-respectable woman, and you expect men to see you in that way, and they're not going to. They're gonna see you as an easy catch. Now, it's women that do way worse than you. But what I'm telling you is that's not presentable. That's not ladylike. You should be modest and you should be respectful. You're not a bad looking woman. You don't even need to do that. You don't need to present yourself out there like that. But there's a way that you can dress. I guarantee you this. If when you see, I give a perfect example. Do you know who Savannah James is?
No.
Okay, Savannah James is the wife of LeBron James. Have you ever seen what she looks like?
No.
Okay. She presents herself very modestly and respectful. Now, I'm not going to speak on his, I don't like to speak on a man wife in a disrespectful way. So I'm speaking on that. I'm giving him as proper as a man and giving her proper as a woman, because she presents herself in a very respectful way. You know what I'm saying? She's modest.
Yes.
And she is a wife. And that's how I feel like any woman should present themselves. You ain't gonna never see her in
And
no
can I
little
also add
clothes.
something?
Hold on. You're not gonna never see her in no little tight clothes. You're not gonna never see her bending over, showing her whole stomach, titties hanging out. You're not gonna see none of that. You're not gonna see her little short, little skimpy outfits, because she present herself like a woman should. And she's a nice looking woman. So what I'm telling you is, if you needed a real life example, that's the way to go about it. And your social media does not present the behaviors of how a woman should present. That's a modest woman, or a woman that's girlfriend material or wife material.
Honestly, so it's kind of weird because it's not consistent. So the way I usually dress too, I know it's kind of inconsistent. That's the weird thing. So I usually wear like thousands of layers in real life, and
This is great.
And then I get made fun of though.
So what?
Like my sister would be like, "You look like a librarian." So
Good.
one of my things was
Alexis, because you about to do a lot of over talking. Respectfully.
Okay.
Good. Why are you so
I
focused
used
on?
to get made fun of, like even guys. This is what I'm saying. Like I used to do 100%. Like I
So
would
what that
be,
tells you
I would
is
have a lot of
we
layers,
got
and
it.
guys
We
would
got it.
kind of be
We
like,
got it.
"This is too
We
much."
got it. We got it. So what that tells you is that the people around you are not good. That's what that tells you. So that means you need to reevaluate the people that you got around you. So that proves my point even more, because usually women who present yourself like the way that you do, you usually have people who also do the same. You know what's a great indicator that I know I'm not dealing with a woman of value? Guess what, Alexis? Do you know that I've never been drunk in my entire life? I don't drink whatsoever. I don't drink and I don't smoke. The most I'll do is hit a cigar, and only on occasion. I've never been drunk. I don't even taste alcohol. I have never been drunk in my life. That was all throughout college, all throughout my whole life. I ain't never been drunk. I don't drink at all. I probably tasted wine a couple times in my life. I don't drink. I know I'm not dealing with a good woman when she says, "Oh, so you're saying you're boring?" You know how many women I've had tell me that I was boring because I said I don't drink?
Yeah.
Same thing applies. So I know that that woman is not for me, because no woman should shame me caring about my fucking liver, or me just not wanting to put a foreign substance in my body that controls me and makes me make irrational decisions. You feel me? So I know that's not a good woman I need to be around. You know what also I don't do, Alexis? I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars. I've been to a bar once in my entire life. I've never been to a club, never been to a strip club. When I maybe come across women and I tell them I don't drink, I don't go to clubs, I don't go to bars, I don't go to parties, I don't do none of that. I've had women tell me that, "What do you do for fun? So you're just boring? You just sit in the house all day?" I know I'm not dealing with a woman of value, because she sees negative in that. If anything, you should see positive in that, because nothing positive comes out of being high, being drunk, or being in a place with a bunch of temptation and bullshit around you. So what you need to do is reevaluate who you around, because nothing that you just mentioned, looking like a librarian, what's wrong with looking like a librarian? Would you rather look like a librarian or look like an OnlyFans chick? Which one?
A librarian.
So then let's
I
take the
just
librarian.
get confused, because sometimes I'm like, how is it possible that like I could be perceived that way? Because that was like the only time I wore the dress. I'm not going against you, like I do wear crop tops, but I try to balance it in my head, because one of my new goals, or it was kind of subconscious, but it was just it's like the concept of aging backwards. So I would act like a 40-year-old wife kind of for a long time, and then
Alexis,
I was
what are you
like,
saying right now? What are you saying?
I know it's so weird, but I'm being honest. Like I would act like too modest to the point where it's kind
There's no
of too
such
much
thing
for.
called too modest. What are you
Well,
talking
I
about?
mean, maybe my environment made me,
No, you
or
just
just like people.
indoctrinated. You're indoctrinated, and that's your problem. You indoctrinated.
Yeah.
Too
Like I would
modest.
always have like my hair kind of covered and scarves and stuff.
So
Like I would do the whole thing, but I would get a lot of negative feedback from the people I liked. And I'm like, oh, you guys like this. You respect this. This is what you
because
want.
the guys that
So
you
I'm
like
like,
probably, because again, you need to check yourself. The guys that you like probably aren't the men that you need to be with. I can almost guarantee the guys that you like are men that you physically attracted to. Physical, height, attention, status. He look good. He dark skinned with a beard. He's light skinned with tattoos. Dudes that shit, and there's nothing wrong with being physically attracted to somebody, but the internal is what a lot of women don't care about until they get older. You 23, so you're not really looking at internal, not as much as you should. So the guys that you like
I'm
now,
just like, I'm also, sorry, I'm also not outside. So I don't really know where I would find my counterparts.
okay. Well,
So
I can't finish, so you got it.
sorry.
And also too, you should lose the blonde hair. You should embrace your natural hair and your natural beauty, because trying to identify what the racial features of another race is not what you should do as a young black girl in America. That's not what you should do. You should embrace your natural hair and your natural beauty.
Okay, I agree.
So that's another thing too. So not only do you sexualize yourself in your outfit, you also wear the racial features of another woman, of another race of woman. So you should embrace your natural beauty as a young black girl. Your hair is most black men prefer natural hair. Even if you don't even like black guys, let's say like white guys, who gives a fuck? They like black women that like natural hair too. So you should embrace your natural beauty as a young woman. That's what I'm telling you. I would say the same to my daughter if I had one. So that's what I'm telling you that you should do.
Okay. Yeah, because it gets hard. Like I am confident in my blackness and just like being black and everything.
Not enough.
I'm
Not
from
enough.
Massachusetts, so maybe that's plays it.
No, this is all over the world. This is all over America, unfortunately. It's a lot of black women that don't love themselves enough, which is why the majority of them wear their fake hair. And I speak against it all the time. They don't like it. I don't give a fuck. I love black women so much, and that's always been my preference from day one, that I want them to embrace their natural hair. 4C, 10C, 1000C. I don't give a fuck what it is. I love a black woman natural hair, and I'm always speak positive of it. They can speak negatively of it. They can speak negatively. I don't give a fuck. They can cry about it. So anytime I see a black woman following a racial phenotype of another one, I'm going to speak against it every single time. So that's just me.
I also think like I get where you're coming from. I also think that since I'm a black woman and I could never ever look like a white woman because it's just not possible.
So then you shouldn't try to follow
Yeah,
their
I
hairstyle.
don't want to look like that. My goal is to look like Beyonce, kind of. So I'm like, if I have blonde
Why is
hair,
your goal to look like another woman? Your goal
that's
should
not
be
what
to
I
look
meant.
like
Sorry,
you. What are you
that's
talking
not what
about?
I meant. I meant that's my inspiration. I'm not like I want to look like Hannah
Another
Montana
woman.
when I have.
Listen to me, Alexis, because you fucking lost. Is your father in your life?
He passed. But like,
how old
I'm
were
not
you when
trying to look like. I meant like that's my inspiration when I wear.
I can't because you don't know how to be quiet. You completely you keep talking, you over talking and shit. You don't fucking listen. And your mentality is gonna lead you down a path of delusion. And I'm telling you now, you talk too fucking much. You don't listen. And the fact that you don't listen is going to be the reason why you're going to be in the situation that you're in. I know for sure you're not going to delete them pictures. You're not going to change your hairstyle. And it's going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. It starts where you at right now. You're 23. It's going to get worse and worse and worse because eventually you're going to start to get tattoos. And you're going to start to get piercings. And you're going to start to have more sex. And you're going to still with more dudes and more guys and more guys. And if you don't become a woman that's somebody's mother, a baby mama, or you get an STD, or you don't switch and go start bumping cooches with other women, you're going to be mentally deranged. Ain't nobody going to want to deal with you no more. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to save you from yourself. And this is what we say that like women don't listen because everything I'm telling this woman is to help her become a better woman. You should be modest. You should embrace your beauty. You should get away from people. You shouldn't smoke. You shouldn't drink. I'm literally telling her all of the things that's going to help her as a woman, and she pushing against it because she can't get out of her own head. Think about that. I didn't tell this woman nothing that was going to negatively affect her. Nothing. I didn't tell her to do anything negative. I told her to do everything positive, and she can't get out of her own head. That demon don't want to get out of her. I'm telling you things that's leading you to righteousness. This is called male leadership. And for any man that care about his own woman or any woman, you're going to want her to not do things that's going to negatively affect her. And the fact that you, but it was only a little bit, but sometimes I don't need you to say that because I don't give a fuck. And guess what? Women that was up here, men don't give a fuck either. In general, not just me. The men in the world that you're going to deal with, they don't give a fuck about your story. Ladies, y'all do this way too often where y'all think men care about your story. They don't care about your story. Well, I was young. That's why I got the tattoos. It don't matter. I was young. That's why I had an abortion. It don't matter. I was young. That's why I was doing that. It don't matter. We don't care because you was young, because you didn't know, because he lied. I'm telling you, men don't give a fuck about your story. You think men care about your story and they don't. They sit there and be like, oh, for real? That's crazy. Whole time you getting taken from position 3 to position 2 or 1. That's how men are. Men are liars. They don't like to tell women the truth. Why? Because of the pushback that I get every day on all day. You just hate women. You're misogynistic, red pill, all this other shit, which I'm not red pill. You just a control freak. That's why niggas lie. Because they don't want to deal with the pushback that women are going to come when they tell y'all the truth. I'm not telling y'all the lie. I'm telling you the truth. So you don't have to deal with the shit that come in the data market. Ladies, if you want to understand men, you got to accept male nature for what it is. Or you can continue to just, well, I just sometimes do it, but it was a long time ago, but I was young, but I don't do it anymore. It don't matter.
Say she was young and naive after the damage.
So stop pushing back so much and listen, because I'm only trying to see you be better. That's it. But hey, man, I'm the bad guy. I'm the control freak. I'm the narcissist. I beat up women and all that other shit because I got an opinion. You know how this world works. Hey, Uno, thank you for the $5 donation, bro. And I'm 10 years from now, she gonna say she was young and naive after the damage had already been done. The damage already done because she's so combative. Like she keep trying to explain herself instead of just listening. She gotta make sure. But it wasn't that bad. She think that that's gonna change the shit, and it don't. Men not gonna be empaths to you, ladies. They don't. I'm telling you, men don't give a fuck about none of that. They play in your face, and you waste your time talking and shit. Tez with the $25 donation. I got you, Tez. He said he want to come up. I got you. Shout out to Montez with $25 donation. Alexis, thank you for the $20.
Okay, real quick, in all seriousness, ladies, I want you guys to understand something because I don't think a lot of y'all are really comprehending what he had just said with that lady up here. Social media is basically like your ID. It's like a form of ID for y'all. And we as men do go on a lot of y'all social media pages and we see what y'all post on there. So before we even reach out to y'all, we're looking and scrolling and see what y'all posted on y'all pages. For some of y'all who got private, y'all can think that's private, but it don't cost much to find someone who will hack through that and look through it anyway. Anyway, we're looking. So before we even slide in the DMs, we're doing our research and we're investigating to see what type of woman we're about to talk to and how we're going to move forward from there. So I would highly advise a lot of y'all to start going over y'all pages and start taking down some that you know is going to cost you and put you in a different category or looked at a different way that you don't want to be looked at. That's the only advice we can give y'all. And the second thing is, some of y'all and a lot of y'all have these profile pictures of mugshots, like y'all going to prison today. Like, put some smiles on your faces. Y'all are not us. Y'all don't need to look hard and act hard and look like y'all play the part and out here, running. We don't, come on, smile. Look alive. So there's that. And then third, Alexis and Torres, I got an opening spot for the summer team. So if y'all want to battle it out, get with me. We're going to have a competition, and whoever loses, got to walk home. Other than that, that's all I got to say.
Shout out to Montez. I appreciate you coming up, bro. I saw some women in the comments. Shout out to Montez. I saw some women in the comments, and I'm about to bring you up next, Ace. Don't worry, I got you. I saw some women in the comments say, what about men? We look at y'all too. We know. This is the difference between us and y'all, ladies. We know you're looking at our page. So we make sure that our page is what we needed to be for you to respond. This is also the difference. You not responding to a man that don't meet boyfriend material for you, are you? You not responding to a man that don't meet boyfriend material. The only man that you gonna respond to in your DM if he shoot his shot, or if you ever shoot your shot, is a dude that you see as boyfriend material. Men will still respond to you even though you're not girlfriend material. Why? So they can get up in them walls. That's the difference. So if y'all would stop thinking that men think like us. So if a guy DMs me online, that means he wants to be my boyfriend. If he takes me on a date, that means he wants to be my boyfriend. If he spends money on me, he wants to be my boyfriend. If he buys me flowers, he really likes me and wants me to be his girlfriend. Y'all think because a dude give you attention, he fucking like you. And that's what I've been trying to tell y'all because I've been doing this. We don't like you. We like what we can get from you. You want to know the equivalent to that, ladies? The equivalent of a man dealing with you and wasting your time for sex is the equivalent of you going on a date with a dude that you don't like for free food. You will take the cash app from him. You will take the date from him. You will do that because you getting something free. You're not giving up your sex because you control access to sex. That's the equivalent. The difference is most men ain't got enough money to consistently pay for women's free meals. Most women got a that he willing to sleep with and give a time and attention to get. So I'm giving y'all the game, and I'm giving y'all the game, and I'm letting y'all know. Get out of your fucking feelings and understand this. Like he said, Montez, your social media is your ID. We're going through your page. We're looking at your friends that you got tagged. We're looking at the bikini pictures. We're looking at all the trips to Paris and New York City and Dubai and Phoenix and LA and New York and Miami. Okay, girls trips, tattoos, piercings, fake hair, centipede lashes, hypersexual, doing the bent over pose, twerking, letting people pour 1800 Patron down your mouth in the middle of the club. Whore. Oh, she easy to hit. Let me go ahead and DM her. I'll get her on a flight, send her right back home. And you can say all day, but that don't mean I'm fucking, oh, you're right. You don't have to do nothing. But at the end of the day, that's the intention that me ain't gonna have up front, which is why y'all consistently get confused. Why do dudes just want to fuck? Dummy. You don't understand why? You don't see why? So I'm telling y'all that's the game that I'm trying to give y'all. But you can say that it's whatever it is, but you feel me? It's gonna show up in time. Some of y'all get this because you had your daddy in your life, or you got a brother or somebody that give you game, but the ones that push back on it is because you give men way too much leverage. As much as you hate men, you still think men got your best interests at heart, and they don't. Men trying to get up in them walls. Nah, this ain't all men, obviously, but I'm telling you that the majority of men, they will deal with you for fun, not a long time. So be the long time girl, and the long time girl operate in certain behaviors. And if you don't want to do that, cool, don't do it. But just don't complain about why man ain't trying to cuff you. What's up, Ace?
Hey, Aunt, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hey, how are you today?
I'm doing good. What's on your mind?
Good. So a couple of things I wanted to touch on. First, I really enjoyed the YouTube yesterday about Stephon Diggs and stuff. That was really good content.
Thank you for that. You was on the YouTube live? I appreciate that.
Yeah. I really tune in as much as I can. Sometimes I'm working, sometimes I'm in class, so I can't. But if I can, I do. Also, going back to what you said about people, as you say, throwing a jacket on you as being a red pill. I genuinely cut somebody off recently because they said that I was overly consuming your content and you're a red pill. And I just feel like that was a red flag. I just feel like that was a red flag. So he had to go. Genuinely, that's the truth. But you know what? We're not gonna get into that. You know. I'm
not a red pill though. Like,
no, I know, and I said that, but then it's like I'm caping for you, and I'm thirsty, and I'm weird. So it was just like whatever. I'm gonna let him rock because.
Wait. Hold on, Ace. Hold on.
Yeah.
What was the conversation?
I was watching your live the other day and he was here. I forgot. Oh no, it wasn't really anything specific. It was just the fact that you were giving dating advice and he just was like, I don't know why you be watching this. Like, that's a red pill. And I'm like, okay, noted. You gotta go. So I just thought that was a red flag because me personally, I feel like the things that you say are substantial and that they're useful for the people who are willing to listen. So I mean, if he was disagreeing with it, it just felt like a red flag to me.
I don't think he was probably saying that because first of all, I want to get this straight, and I'm not speaking to you, I'm speaking in general. I don't think people watching my content. Do y'all know I have 2-hour, 3-hour videos on my YouTube channel of me talking specifically to men? People think I just go live and just talk about women all day. I'm not red pill. I despise red pill. Most red pill. Let me just say this for the record, for anybody watching, for all you new, all you red pill don't watch my live. All you women haters and you corny are cornballs. You've been lame since middle school. I'm not a red pill nigga. I'm not a woman hater. I speak about modern dating issues between men and women, and no matter the generation. I'm not a red pill. I'm not fresh and fit. I'm not none of them corny. First of all, I'm not in no group with niggas. I'm AntCEO, so I'm AntPill. I'm not a part of no group with niggas. I'm not a part of no clique. I'm not a part of no online corny as I speak on men and I speak on women, and I talk about accountability. That's it. So I'm not the online bash women podcast. I talk on myself sometimes. I'm not a part of no group, so I wanted to get that straight. But you know, if you say something that's not in the best interest of women, they just claim that you red pill and they don't even be listening to the shit. But I will say this though, his issue probably wasn't that. His issue was probably you watching somebody that's a man that is okay. Let me tell you how I'm gonna tell you that men are very territorial. You do understand that, right?
Yes, for sure.
Men are very territorial. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you was my woman, or if you was a woman that I was dealing with, and all you did all day was watch another online, I wouldn't fuck with you either. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you.
Thanks.
So I'm telling you, like, his issue probably wasn't the fact that he probably has a red pill. I mean, I don't really give a fuck. What I'm telling you is, I want you to understand where his mentality came from. My girl not about to be sitting on the internet watching a nigga all day. That's just not what she finna be doing. Like that, it's just not gonna be. That's not gonna be a thing. So don't think it's I'm choosing. Like, I don't want you to like not be in relationships if they don't fully agree with me. But what I don't want you to do is like think that it's because of the red pill. No, men are we jealous. We are territorial people, and I don't want my lady sitting up on the internet watching all day. And the difference is I interact with my content or with my viewers. Like, you can come up and talk to me. You feel me? Like, I'm somebody that you can actually interact with and people can book sessions with. So I'm a very interactive person. I read the comments as much as I can. I read my YouTube comments, and a lot of people like with my type of views, they barely read their comments. So that's the thing that he probably had more issue with. So I would say that you should listen to your man more than anything. And he wasn't your man, but I'm just letting you know that that's probably what his issue was, because you watching it go all day.
Yeah, 100%. I feel like I definitely could notice that was part of his issue when he was referring to you as my little boyfriend. So it's like, okay, yeah, there's some jealousy there, which is extremely weird because
it's not weird though. It's territorial. Men like that. That's not weird.
But it's a parasocial relationship. It's just like, I don't even know you. You don't even know me. But I understand the territorial, but also, again, this is not my man. I really don't even have any interest in this person. So it's also weird to be super territorial about me. But
it's not weird to be territorial about you. I guess it depends on what it is. But again, I see me. I wouldn't have said nothing. I would have just left you alone. But I'm telling you, Ace, no man is gonna want you sitting up watching another dude's content all day. He not.
I guess I would be receptive to it if I was interested in him, but I have made it clear that I'm not. So his opinion honestly doesn't really matter to me. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going to try to be quick because you may or may not know I'm in Chicago. So it's 9 out of 10 chance that some police sirens are going to go by because I live in the hood. So I'm going to be quick. My issue or my question, it's not even an issue. The last person that I dated felt like it was a red flag because I wasn't as interested in sports as he is. And I would try to balance it out because I feel like you can have your interests and I have my interests. And, you know, you maybe do that with your friends who are also interested in that. And like last season, the Bears almost went to the Super Bowl. So like I participated in that. I went to the watch parties and stuff like that. But I don't really care to hear about your parlay. I don't really care to watch the games. You know, that's just not my thing. So I just wanted to know how you feel like the best way is to go about showing interest in the things that your partner is interested in without feeling that you're obligated to indulge in it completely.
So he was getting mad at you because you wasn't in it, or did you was just turned off by it yourself?
It's not necessarily that I was turned off, but I felt like, okay, we're waking up. We got Stephen A. Smith screaming on the TV at 9 o'clock in the morning, waking me up. Then you're taking me to work and we're listening to It Is What It Is, Cameron and Mace. Then come home, the game is on. Then we got the post-game highlights. It's just like it was all day. And I kind of felt like either I need to go home so that you can do what you want to do on your own time, or you should accommodate me as your guest, knowing that that's not my interest.
Let me ask you a question. I think the logic is going to apply with the last situation.
Okay.
If you was dealing with a man that you liked a lot, do you think you would have the same mentality?
Yes, because I liked him a lot. I did.
Well, you must not want to be with a man then, because when you get with a man, that's what we're into sports. We like sports. I watch sports a lot. So I mean, if you don't like what comes with a man, then don't deal with a man. What I notice is when a woman really like me, and fellas, take this as a game. If you on YouTube or you on TikTok, take this as some game, fellas. When your woman really into you, everything that you like, she gonna start to like. Like if you play the game around your girl and she be like, "Ooh, get him," that hey, she probably like you because she don't give a fuck about you playing Assassin's Creed, corny. But I like to play Assassin's Creed. When I play that, or I'm playing 2K or Madden or whatever, she don't know what the fuck going on. Throw the touchdown in the hockey puck and you playing 2K. She don't know what the fuck going on. That woman probably like you. So for me, I feel like you probably ain't like buddy like that, to be honest with you, because
But I'd like
we
to
could say the
clarify
same.
that.
I could say the same thing. Every time I'm around a woman, I don't want to hear that fucking TV shows. I don't want to hear that y'all be watching that and listening to Janelle Ego and shit. But I'm dealing with a woman, so I know what comes with a woman. So it's like you dealing with a man, you gotta accept that that's what's gonna come with a man.
No, and the thing is, I would go to the baseball games. We've been to baseball games. We drove to Wisconsin. We went to see the Bucks play. Like I said, when the Bears played, I bought the gear. I showed up. I was at the watch party. I watched the Super Bowl. And then when the game was on, I didn't say turn it off. I would just watch something else on my phone or whatever because I don't really feel like I need to sit there and be in it. I really don't even know what's going on. So I feel like I did make those compromises because that's something that he enjoyed and I really did like him. But I just felt like the fact that he labeled it as a red flag for me not to like it was confusing.
Did he label it as a red flag that you didn't like it, or he labeled it as a red flag that you had so much issues with him watching it while you was around?
I don't feel like I had so much issues with it because I would let it happen and I would find another way for me to entertain myself during that time. So I do feel like he thought that the red flag, he said, you know, my family's really into sports, I'm really into sports, and I think it's weird or a red flag that you're not.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna speak to that because I'm not able to hear his side of the story. But I will say that what come with a man, Ace, is it's gonna be things about him that he gonna like, and sports is gonna be a big, huge thing. It's gonna come with most men's life. We like sports. A lot of us played sports growing up. I mean, I played sports all the way until college. I didn't play in the pros, but I played from when I was a kid up until college. So sports is a lot of times a deeper connection than it is for y'all because it's something that we've actually done as children. So it's a childhood love that we got. Same with video games, why a lot of men do it. So you got to understand that that's gonna come with the territory. You know what I mean? So, I mean, it just is.
Yeah, I guess I totally agree with that. I like to watch when my guy plays a game. I play the game, so I feel like that's interesting to me too. But as far as me just being like a passionate, diehard sports fan, that's just not me. So I just, you know, there's only so much that I can really commit to your passion, but I just don't feel like it's a red flag, so to speak, because you know he's a man, and like you said, men like sports, and I do value your opinion on that because I know that you were an athlete as well, so you could speak to it. But I was just wondering, you know, because if the roles were reversed and you didn't want to watch whatever feminine show that I might have been watching, I wouldn't think that it's a red flag because you're a man.
I also wouldn't add to it though. So if it's something that I really wasn't into, I wouldn't create a foundation like I'm into it, like going to the games, buying tickets, and you know, being a little bit of a supporter, and then act like, hey, it's too much now. Like I wouldn't do that. I would let it be known, like, look, I'm not about to watch Love and Hip Hop with you. Like it's not about to happen. You know, so I would make sure that I draw that line. First of all, my woman ain't watching Love and Hip Hop because I don't want that fucking cesspool of behavior, degeneracy seeping into her psyche. But under the hypothetical, yeah, that wouldn't be something that I would also set a foundation on. But it's to the sports thing. I don't like women that's into sports. Me personally, I like my woman that's into women shit. I don't want my woman knowing about sports. I don't like my woman watching sports. I don't like I don't know. I guess some women think that's attractive. I don't think that's just attractive. It's such a turnoff when I'm with a woman and she's like, "Oh my God, did you see you in the playoffs?" Shut the fuck up. Why are you talking to me about football? But that's just me. I like my woman soft, nurturing, and feminine, and she want to talk about what she finna make next, not what the fuck she finna watch the game. I don't care about that. That's just me.
I agree. So yeah, I appreciate the feedback and thank you for making me an admin today. I'm looking forward to the next live and happy Mother's Day to your mom. I hope you have a great weekend.
For sure. Appreciate you coming up.
Bye.
For sure. Yeah, I don't like women that's into sports. That's just me. I don't like that. I like my woman into women's boy. I do not like that. And please, I'm being for real. I don't like that. They won't let me send you gifts. I know I got them turned off. If you want to support the live, support my Cash App at the top. We almost at the goal. Can we hit this goal? We $95 from this goal, y'all. But yeah, I don't like a woman in the sports. I don't like that. Shout out to Whitney with the $5 donation. Whitney, I appreciate you. Thank you, Whitney. 410. We are 410. Yeah, I would say like, yo, you may want your lady and your kid. That's different, Cash. I'm with you on that, Cash. I'm more so speaking about like, my girl called me like, you see what LeBron? LeBron just had 27 and 6 and shot 56%. Shut the fuck up and get the fuck off my phone. I ain't gonna say that. I'm just joking. I ain't gonna talk to no woman like that. But I'm just saying, like, don't be on my ear talking about another fuck. You don't ever get that hype when I come home. That's another thing too, fellas. Don't let your woman idolize no. If that's over with. Yeah, you damn right. You jealous much? You damn right. Fellas, if your woman go to a Chris Brown concert, she choosing. Don't do it. She ain't never wore that outfit with you. Just put on a new hairstyle, makeup, lashes, a whole new fit. She done bought outfits to see it. That's cheating. You not about to go see no nigga. That shit over with. What I look like? You going to a motherfucking Bryson Tiller concert? You in a dancing and that shit over with, man. What I look like? I don't give a fuck. Call it what you want. You ain't never did that shit for me. You call it a dictator. Hey, it is what it is. At this point, what can your women do? Nothing. Breathe. If that. You better ask me for a breath. No, I'm talking. I'm just trolling, bro. Don't take me seriously. This dude just got triggered. It's called a joke. I'm in front of 742 people on TikTok, and I'm in front of 200 plus people on YouTube. It's called I'm trolling and I'm joking. You the only nigga in here complaining and everybody. Hold on, my bad. I got a call. You the only nigga complaining, bro. Everybody else in here laughing, bro. Like, you the only nigga think I'm serious. You clearly new to my live, bro. I'm trolling. Ain't nobody serious. Anyway. Nah, I am serious about the you ain't finna be that fucking, you ain't about to idolize no other nigga. That's over with. But all the breathing and screaming, I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm not actually angry. I'm joking. Yeah, he just ruined the moment. Like, bro, it's always that one nigga. Like, bro, I'm talking, bro. I'm joking, bro. I'm not serious, bro. But yeah, my girl not going to no artist show and in the crowd screaming and he up there humping the ground and she up there, oh my God, Chris Brown, that shit dead. You not about to be no super fan of no nigga that over with. It's not going down. It's dead. It's slow. It's not gonna happen, man, ever. Shout out to Chanel. Thank you, sweetie, with the $10 donation. Shout out to Chanel with the $10 donation. I appreciate you. They no Chris Brown and Usher tickets. No, that's over with. What about backstage? How about let me not say that because they're gonna take my law down. Let me not say that. I was gonna say something, but I ain't gonna say it. What if they're a fan of Michael Jackson? That's the only, and Michael Jackson ain't alive no more. That's the only man that she could be a fan of. That's it. I fuck with Michael Jackson. I ain't gonna lie. I rock with Mike though. He the GOAT. Shout out to Mike. What about Nas? I don't fuck Nas. I don't give a fuck who. Ain't no other nigga you about to be. That's it over with. You're not about to pay money to go see another nigga to scream his name and sing songs with this in the crowd so you can act like he's singing to me. Nah, we ain't doing none of that shit. Hell no. That shit over with. No Kevin Gates. I think Kevin Gates is into men, so when he told that nigga, he was on live, he told another nigga, somebody said he was a homosexual on his live, and he was like, come here and take your pants off and bend over and let me show you. I'm like, what the fuck? Like that? Y'all don't believe me? Look it up. Type in Kevin Gates, bend over. I promise you. That nigga told another nigga, bend over and let me show you. And I'm like, oh yeah, this here. That boy. You don't have a favorite male singer? No. No. Not because he sing. I just like the music. Not because I like the nigga voice and I want him to sing in my ear. Nah. Fuck all that. I like Chris Brown music though. I like Usher. I like Michael Jackson. You feel me? What you think about Shahrazad Ali? She was a great example of a woman. What about Drake? I fuck with Drake. I fuck with Drake. Now my woman not about to be at no show, but I like Drake music. Hell yeah, Drake one of my favorite artists. I fuck with Drake. Comedy shows is different. You know what I'm saying? Comedy show, because you going there to laugh, you going there to like look at a comedian. You feel me? That's different. You ain't like, you know, some other shit. Your girl could go see Rod Wave. Man, she not going to see no that's over with. That's singing songs to her. That dead. And strict, you damn right. Go with her to the concert. I don't want to go see that either. Why the fuck would I want to go see that? Fuck that nigga. I don't know that. I don't idolize celebrities, man. I don't give a fuck about none of them. I listen to the music though, but after that, like I don't even follow celebrities online, bro. I don't follow no celebrity. Go to my Instagram. I don't follow no celebrity, bro. I don't follow none of them niggas unless they follow me back. I don't follow them, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do one more person, y'all. We're gonna call it one more person of the day, and we're gonna get off. Let me see. Let's do I like is that natural hair I see? Let me bring you up. You breaking up, Nene.
Can you hear me good now?
There you go. Yeah, what's going on, Nene? You echoing, Nene.
Okay. Hey, good. How
you
are
breaking
you?
up and echoing, Nene. Nene, you breaking up.
Damn.
Okay. I like that natural hair, but Nene, you breaking up and you echoing, sweetheart. Try to come back up when you he a Capricorn. I'm not none of that. I don't believe in astrology. I don't believe in none of that. That's what they say. They trying to indoctrinate y'all, man. I don't believe in none of that astrology bullshit. It's all cap. What's going on? Hey, Breeze. A Breeze.
You need to do that.
Okay. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, what's going on?
Hey.
How you doing?
Okay, so I've been in your life and I heard you say earlier, because I've been trying to get up, but I heard you say earlier about like a 26-year-old and she said she was a virgin or whatever. And you were telling her like she shouldn't give it up or whatever until she get married. And I believe in that as well. So my question basically was for when you said, and if you're not a virgin, you basically don't have a choice. So, and then you laughed after it.
No, you want my breakdown?
Listen, because I was basically saying like, because what if somebody is like, say for instance me, I'm practicing like an abstinence journey so I can get married and so I can prepare myself for my husband. So I haven't practiced that in like some years. So with me dating, I've already lost my virginity. How does that go about?
Yeah, so you don't get to act like a virgin when you're not a virgin. That's how you go about it. Men are not going to see, like, you can do that all you want to. So when I said you don't have a choice, of course you got a choice. You know, we don't live in a barbaric society where men can just take sex from women whenever they want and not be held accountable. Like, no, people are held accountable for it, you know, and when they do things like that. But men don't have to accept it. And what's going to happen is you're going to come across men where they're not going to be willing to deal with that, because why would I pay more for something that you gave for men for less? I don't care about your story. I don't care why I was young. None of that matters to a man. We don't care. So You can have whatever mentality that you want to have. I'm not telling you you can't be celibate or abstinent. I'm not telling you can't wait till marriage. You can do whatever you want to do. You a grown woman in American society in 2026. Make whatever decision that you want. But don't be surprised because a man is not trying to treat a virgin when she's treat a virgin like she's not a treat a non-virgin like she's a virgin. He's not going to want to do that. Because the leverage never applies on the flip side.
But if you're practicing religious beliefs, then I feel like
you can feel how you want to feel. You can feel how you want to feel.
So, but the logic is there. I feel like
it's not there.
Okay, I fell short. Okay, I've repented for it. So we can't go back in time. So all I
Your
can do
thing
is
is with God. You trying to conflate man with God. You're trying to say, well, God accepts me from my past. Why don't you accept me from my past? Because man is not God. Let me ask you a question. Let's see if your logic applies since you want to bring up religion. You a Christian, right?
Very much so.
Okay. Do you support homosexuality?
That's not something that how I would live my life.
I didn't ask you that question. I asked you, do you support homosexuality? I find it funny whenever I ask Christians, do they support homosexuality? Do they support abortion? Somehow the question gets twisted into.
I do not.
So then answer the question. Do you support homosexuality? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So if a man said, I used to have sex with dudes when I was younger, but I don't have sex with dudes no more, and now I'm straight, are you going to accept that man? Yes or no?
No.
Exactly. So you can miss me with the bullshit when it comes to your own logic because you don't even believe what you say. You only believe what you say whenever it's beneficial. You know that a man can't come back from being a man his manhood has been taken away from another man. That's not attractive to you. But if you actually believed in your religion and you believed what you said, then you should be able to accept that. So funny how the logic never applies when it comes with women, when it comes to your sexual past. Oh, that's different. No, it's not different. It's just not something that you benefit from. I don't benefit. And when I say me, I don't mean me. I mean the hypothetical man. I don't benefit. Okay. Let me finish my point. I, hypothetical man, don't benefit from dealing with a woman and treating her like she's a virgin when she's a non-virgin. The same way you don't benefit as a woman treating a man like he's a heterosexual when you know he's not a heterosexual. So you don't believe what you say and your logic is very flip-floppy. So that's the difference. That's the nuance right there. So that's why men ain't gonna be for that bullshit because you don't even believe what you say. Now you can go ahead.
I do believe what I say because I believe that I should also have a partner that if they fell short, I'm not going to blame them. I'm just going to look forward to being in a relationship.
I just asked you, would you deal with a man that slept with men and back in the day and he changed his life?
No, okay, and you cutting me off.
No, I'm cutting you off because you're repeating the same shit you said earlier and it's not making sense. I literally just destroyed your talking point. You still arguing against it. I'm going to ask you again because it's like you didn't just say it in front of 1,000 people. Would you be with a man that used to sleep with men back in the day, but now he found God and now he changed his life around under the construct of his Christian belief? Would you accept that man to be your lawful wedded husband? Yes or no?
No.
So then what are you talking about? Why do you keep repeating the same thing? Oh my God. Women are fucking delusional. We're going to end the show off of that because that woman is fucking idiotic. I didn't say you was having sex with girls. I'm using your logic in another form to see if your logic upholds. Slowness, Christian, fake Christian. You're not even a real Christian. You don't even believe what you say. You only a Christian when it's beneficial to you, which happens with most women. You're a Christian when it comes to, I want to be a woman that's not sleeping with a man, but you're not a Christian when it comes to every damn thing else. You probably support abortion. You probably support homosexuality, and you probably not necessarily you support it, but you're okay with it. You don't see it as a bad thing. You will call a man a woman if you put on a dress. Y'all not real Christians. You only a Christian when it's beneficial because you an indoctrinated Christian. You're not a real Christian. Mix me with the bullshit. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Because again, women never uphold logic when it's beneficial or when it's not beneficial. They only uphold logic whenever they can benefit. She ain't no real Christian. She picking and choosing. Anyways, as I was saying, appreciate y'all coming through to the live. We're gonna end the live off of that because it's insane that we got modern women that believe that type of shit. I think it's completely idiotic and it's insane. But that's the world we live in. I appreciate y'all coming through to the live, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with the content. Shout out to everybody that donated, man. We're gonna go ahead and call it after that. Thank y'all for the donations, for real, man. We're gonna go ahead and call it. Y'all have a blessed day. I appreciate y'all. And make sure y'all follow me on IG. I do not post content on TikTok. So all these pages that be posting my content, I don't post content on TikTok. All of them pages is fake. When they be zooming in and having a different background and all that. Even if they don't, I don't post no content on TikTok. It's all fake and it's all cap. You could watch the content through there, but it's better for y'all to go to YouTube because that's where I post directly. And if you want to book a session on my online app, and the sessions are 100% private, the sessions you don't have to use your real name, you don't have to get on camera. I'm there to help you, but you got to be honest with you because if you're not honest, I can't help you. But book a session. You can hit the link in my bio. You got to download the app on your phone. You have to download the app on your phone. If you don't download the app on your phone, it's not gonna work. But download the app on your phone. You can book a session with me, and I'm there to help you. I'm not there to hurt you, but I will be direct with you. I'm gonna be direct with you. I'm gonna be there to help you, but it's gonna be that's gonna better you. It's not going to be anything that's going to bring you down or anything that's going to, you know what I'm saying, make you a weaker man or a weaker woman. It's going to make you a better man or a better woman. I'm not a therapist. You're not booking no therapy session. I'm there to help you with your dating issues or dating strategy, whether you're a man or a woman. Some of y'all need help fixing up y'all social medias. Hey, Ant, do you think this social media, the way that I got my social media, should I present myself in this way? Do you think it's good? I'll give my perspective. I'm going to tell you what the man ain't going to tell you. It's even for the fellas. A lot of y'all social media is lame as hell too. That's why you can't get no woman. All of these things are things that I help people with. So, you know, if that's stuff that you need help with, like I said, book a session. And I'm available 24/7. It's video call. You can do a video. You can do a text session, or it's a one-on-one video call, text session, or I'll send you a video. But most people do the text session or the video call. All right. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all day. Go follow me on IG. Go subscribe to my. Matter of fact, everybody in here go subscribe to my YouTube. Everybody. Hold on. And we just hit 41,000. Let's get this to 41,100, y'all. We have 41,068. Let's get this to 41,100. Right now, y'all see that number right there because I ain't gonna show y'all the rest because you can see my money. I ain't gonna show y'all the rest, but right there, it say 41,068. Get that up to 42,000. Okay, we have 41,071. Come on, y'all. Get that to 4,200, I mean. You've been followed. I appreciate you, Brenda. Shout out to Brenda, baby. What's your YouTube? AntCEO. Somebody said, show the money. Hell no, I'm broke as hell. I ain't got no money. Now we have 4183. We have 4183. So like 20 of y'all just subscribe that quick. You going live tomorrow? No, but I will be posting a lot of content on YouTube tomorrow. I'm about to post another video right now for y'all. And then I'm going to post 3 times tomorrow. But I'm going to be editing tomorrow. I got to edit and all that. So I'm not going live tomorrow. Come on, y'all. We almost there. We have 4094. 41,094. We got to get that up to 41,000, 4,200. Come on, 2 more subs, man. 2 more subs. 2 more. We going up. 2 more subscribers, y'all. 2 more. We got it. Let me put it down here. Actually, let me turn the camera. So y'all can see. Let me turn the camera. How you turn the damn camera? There we go. I ain't gonna show y'all everything. Y'all kind of see right there. We have 41,107. I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the love. Thank y'all for the support, man. We on the road to 100K on YouTube, and that was all them numbers that y'all see, man. That's that's a year and a half. A year and a half of work got me to that shit, man. I made that YouTube channel like a few years ago, but I never posted other than a year and a half ago. So I appreciate y'all for all that shit, man. Love y'all. Y'all have a blessed rest of y'all night. Make sure y'all pray, drink some water, eat some fruit, go to the gym, book a session if you need to. And I see my girl down there, Adana. Y'all go ahead and do me a favor. Thank you, kid. Y'all go ahead and do me a favor. All the ladies, go do me a favor, y'all. Go ahead and follow that woman right there. Go ahead and follow Adana. If you rock with me, go follow Adana. Go follow her. Let me see who else in the live I rock with. Like some other creators that I may see in the live. Y'all need to go follow, I'm probably going to say her name wrong. Shanna Speaks. Y'all go follow her too. Because she be giving a lot of good insight. She be up cooking these folks. Not really cooking, but she be giving a lot of insight that I think a lot of younger women should listen to. So y'all go follow her. Shanna, if you can comment, that'd be great. And I'll go ahead and pin your stuff on there too. If you feel like it. Or if you don't want, if you want to. Here she go. Yeah, there she go. There she go. So y'all go follow both of them. Go follow her. Go follow her. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I'm about to chill and relax for the night, do some editing. Appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate everybody that came up, book y'all sessions. Follow me on IG. I'm tired. I love y'all. I'm gone. YouTube, I love y'all, man. I'm out. I love y'all. 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 I love y'all.